And we're live, and welcome everyone to another Saturday Psychic Live. And we have our two favorite guests back with us. Jess, thank you for being with us all the way from Louisiana, and of course Arquana from the Muscogee tribe of Florida, all the way from Florida. So we have lots to talk about, but particularly, which we were talking about backstage, we were talking about ascension symptoms and everything that's happening to us, because we have got there is that 3-eye, they decided to call it 3-eye atlas. So there's another foreign body that's coming into our solar system and has caused all sorts of energetic spikes and things coming off the sun, and there's been all sorts of amazing things. So my two guests, Jess, how have ascension symptoms been affecting you right now?
Well, as I was telling y'all just a little bit ago, I was like, woke up at 6 a.m. this morning just out of a dead sleep. And I was doing Lamaze breathing because I was in so much pain. It was the weirdest thing. Like, I was having labor pains in my right knee. So I was like, what is going on? It was kind of like a Charlie horse that like springs you out of bed and you're like, breathe through it. And so I was like, let me go look at the Schumann resonance. And I went to one of my favorite accounts. And of course, on September 5th, there was a power spike of 55, which is number of changes, right? And that this particular day on September 5th was a need for anchoring in that Mother Gaia is changing physically. So the right side of the body is known for masculine epigenetics, bloodline, ancestry stuff, anything, symptom wise that pops up on the right side of the body. I associate my clients with the father's lineage, and then the left side mother lineage, right? And so I found that to be pretty cool and synchronized, that it felt like Mother Gaia was birthing something more physical, more masculine in nature, action towards the future. So I don't know.
Yes, I think that's perfect. Well done. And I think we're all kind of stretching and breathing and trying that. And Arquana, for you, I mean, I know that you've said before offline, you'd said that you were spending a lot of time off-world. You've been doing a lot of work with, different beings that are here on the planet with off-worlders and coming here. And now we've got what happened yesterday with this huge spike. Was there anything that happened to you on the 5th? Can you share your ascension symptoms and what's been going on, please?
Yeah, so just thank you for having me. Yesterday it hit me in my left ear, and it was just like this almost like a ringing, but then it went and my ear was like totally deaf for about 20 seconds. But I know the last 2 nights in a row I've been going off world and doing work, and like I've just woken up really exhausted. And so that's just, I think people should know that's also a part of the ascension process, is you get extremely tired, almost like you've got a flu. But it just means you're elevating into a higher timeline and your vibrations are raising. So, just welcome it, get the rest that you need, get grounded, and just buckle up, because it's happening. It's happening.
We're in for a bumpy ride.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the eclipse tomorrow, too.
Yes, I know. It's so exciting. I'm going to try and organize to be in a place where there's very little light pollution, and where I can get some of the cameras trained on the sky and see if there's anything else. We've had amazing pictures coming in from all over the world, particularly from a very good friend to the channel is from Selma, who is in Tunisia at the moment. And she sent the most amazing footage. She actually saw them outside her window. So they've been appearing to her, and her pictures are awesome. So there is a lot happening. And those of you that are feeling different towards people and possibly a bit frustrated, because that happens right now, is you're at that level and you just wish that other people would understand. And sometimes they don't. So yes, you will feel, am I being unreasonable to somebody? No, you're not necessarily being unreasonable. You're just moving into your power. And that's all part of the awakening, is getting to a point where you can accept other beings and other individuals to be as they are, but make sure that you don't hamper your own way forward. because now is the time for you to make decisions to where you're going to be, how you're going to be, and how you're going to move forward. Be the best that you can be. And that is definitely what we are looking at. So we thought we would talk to you all about a bit about Ascension symptoms and what's happening around the world, because there's a lot happening. And of course, yesterday, and then get ready for the eclipse, because that's going to be awesome. And you can actually command some of that energy to come down and be part of you, ask it to be part of you, because it is within our remit. And I want to add that humans are one of the races that are watched so closely because we have total free will, absolute free will. And there's not many other races that have the level of control over their souls. We have control over our souls. So use it wisely, because whatever you manifest will happen for you, especially now over the eclipse weekend. So without further ado, I'm going to go up to the questions. And in advance, thank you for all of those that put questions. And I'm going to pop in. Oh, and I'm going to have to do the housekeeping. Here we go. Here's one of the housekeeping from Mandy. Please be sure, Mandy's always good at reminding me about housekeeping. And so same with Charlene and Loulabelle. Everybody says, don't forget to do that. So I'm doing my housekeeping. Here it is. Please be sure to like, thumbs up on your way in, subscribe and share this out. Thank you so much for reminding me. I don't know what I would do without everybody that knows these things better than I do. So here we go. We've got abundantly empowered. So hello, Bev and all beautiful souls. May I please have a reading? So 27th of June, 1984. Thank you, and wishing you all a lovely weekend. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to grab my book, and I do all of this manually. So I might just also have a look at the date. It was 27/6/1984. And our resident numerology specialist is Shannon, and she's taken a very valuable breather today from being on the show with us, but hopefully she'll be back with us very, very soon. I think it's turning the seasons now in South Africa, which is where she's based. Seasons are turning, so the change of seasons does cause a lot of like hay fever and things like that. So feel better, Shannon. I will have a look and see what the numerology number is for that. Aquana, have you drawn any cards for Abundantly Empowered already? Also, what are you using today? Give us some background. What cards are you using today?
Okay. So I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. It's just it's kind of a go-to tarot deck for me. It's got more like modern images that make it a little bit easier to understand. So if you're like starting out in tarot and kind of don't, so here's just some of the cards. But yeah, they're really good. So plus it was the deck I had closest on hand. So yeah, so that's what I'm using. Abundantly Empowered. So I did pull a couple of cards for you. I've got the Queen of Cups with the energy behind it of being the Emperor. So I don't know if I'm just gonna say it like what the first thing that came to mind. I don't know if you're like looking for love or if you're like kind of going in that direction, but it does look like there's this kind of, and the tarot doesn't have a gender, y'all. Okay, so it's this Emperor energy. So somebody that's in charge of their life, knows where they're going, has what they want, but maybe just lacking that one person. It looks like that might be you. I don't know. And if that's not the case, then just, toss to the wayside. But at the bottom of the deck, I have the Sun card, and that's honestly one of the happiest cards in the entire deck. So I'm just getting a lot of really good illuminated times for you. And it looks like either, you've got love to offer somebody, or somebody has some love that they have to offer for you. So that's what I'm picking up on.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Well, let's hope it's new love that's coming in, or that's something that's just arrived. That sounds awesome. So Jess, what did you manage to get for Abundantly Empowered, please?
So I got 3 different wisdom cards. I'm working on my own deck, and it's an Arcturian deck. And for me, the Arcturians, I like to call them the cosmic biologists. and they give me a lot of wisdom in a scientific way that I can understand through biology. And so the 3 cards I got were flow like water, think like air, touch down like earth. The only divine assignment is to spark the fire passion of the belly. And then the next one I got was what we consume through every sense is a portal to a new dimension. And then sovereignty equals free intelligence. Unbounded creativity awaits.
Can you hold up some of Abundantly Empowered's cards so that if Abundantly Empowered wants to take a quick snap, then they can take a quick snap.
And then I had some stickers on the back, and one that just caught my eye was celebrate. So definitely take time to celebrate those wins too. And also drink a lot of water during this eclipse. Y'all will see me. I've been like, it'll help flush the lymphatic system as well.
Not me. No water for me. No.
That's fair. That's fair.
No water for me. Terrible. I know. I've got a cup of tea. Yeah, I've got a cup of tea here. I've got a cup of tea, which is fine. I've got a little bit left. That's what I'm drinking. So cheers, everyone. Bottoms up.
Well, it's still hydrating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Just
water in there.
You know what? My thought exactly. It's still wet and watery. Why not? So there we go. Abundantly Empowered. Don't forget to leave us some comments because it's always nice to see everything. So Izzy sent a comment, sent something. Oh, there we go. But I think I'm going. Oh, Izzy, Dannii has decided to be brave. Well done, you. Oh, also, I wanted to say, Abundantly Empowered. I did the calculations, and it looks like you are a number 1. So there we go. That's what your birth date is resultant in for Pythagorean system of numerology. It's a number 1. So Izzy Dannii said, good evening, Bev, Abundantly Empowered. I've never asked for a reading, and I think I'm going to be brave enough this time and ask for a reading for myself too. So it is, let me get that down. So it's 12/02/1969. Right. So yes, I'm so pleased, Izzy Dannii, that you've decided to be brave. It's the right time after all that energy yesterday on the 5th. It's the time to start looking at where your energy should be going forward. So we're going to have a look and see who is first ready. Are either of you ready to start with your cards, please? Not you. Jess, not ready either?
Oh, I mean, I'm yeah, whatever. Whoever wants to go.
I fly by the seat of my pants. So
there you go.
Well, there you go. I'm just I'm using Starseed cards today, which is the one that I used last week. So what I'll do is, while my other readers are getting ready, I will just do. This is for Izzy Dannii. So Izzy Dannii, please give us a card for Izzy Dannii. Whoops, so I've opened, taking one out. Ooh, this is a good one. So it says truth. See your light, know your power, have the courage to walk in your truth. Oh, there's a lot going on. So Izzy Dannii, this is the card that I've pulled for you. So that's I like that card. It's pretty. So that's the one. So let's have a look. Akwana, are you ready, please?
Yeah, sure. Go
for it.
All right. So the cards I pulled for you today, I've got the 4 of Swords, and then the energy behind it is this 9 of Swords. So this 4 of Swords is kind of it can be a card of rest or meditation, or the need to rest and meditate, recenter yourself, get grounded, because it looks like the energy around you is this kind of a very sad energy. And just keep in mind, when we pull cards, it's nothing negative. It's just I'm pulling on one thread of energy that's going on, that just the message maybe needs to reach you. So it looks like right now you need to be resting and grounding, especially as we're all going through these ascension symptoms and we've got the eclipse, because it seems to me like you've got kind of a lot of sadness, or maybe even loss that's around you right now. And also at the bottom, I've got this Ace of Cups. I really think that's just a message to you to remember to love yourself first and foremost before you're able to give your energies and that love to other people. Like this cup kind of, it needs to be full for yourself first before it can overflow and you be able to give that to others. So just make sure to put yourself first and rest, rejuvenate, because it's a hectic time for everyone right now.
It is. That's a good catch. Well done. I like that. Yeah, rest and recover and get through the Ascension symptoms, particularly. Exactly. And Jess, what did you get for Izzy Dannii, please?
So I got that your ships are coming in. Something that you've been working on for the last 2 years is finally coming to fruition. So trust that it's coming in. A lot of times I say with manifestation, you got to kind of let it go so it can boomerang back to you. The hardest part of manifestation is letting go to receive. So I just like put it down on a piece of paper of my mind, or both physically, and I literally crumple it up and throw it away. And then whenever it manifests, I'm like, oh, surprise, right? So there's something that is manifesting that you've been working on for the last 2 years very diligently. And, watch out for it in the wings. It's an emotional offer that will bring extreme achievement and satisfaction. So don't worry. It almost looks like you don't want to make a self-fulfilling prophecy. This time right now in particular, around this eclipse season, I'm seeing there's a need to focus on just those base vitals in your everyday life, like making sure you have your vitamins, making sure you walk out in the sunshine, getting a nice sleep. Those health parameters are really important right now. Just for your vitality and energy, so you don't feel like the odds are stacked against you. Then in the next 1 to 3 months, I see a lot of money-making opportunities. So this is the 9 of Pentacles in her garden, reaping her rewards. So you will be asked to be in the spotlight or in some public arena more so than you would have liked to in the past. Maybe you don't feel comfortable in the spotlight. And then on the other side for you, I'm getting there is a motherly figure that is sending her love. She's very nurturing and she feels like a water sign. So very typical mother and Earth Gaia energy, emotionally wrapping you in her arms. I'm getting the number 2 as a significant. So also, I just heard September, so maybe September 2nd or something like that is significant. September 2nd, yeah. And then the last thing is making decisions that feel like you're not fighting them. So anything in your body that's going to feel like, ugh, like it doesn't sit well or doesn't resonate, you're empathic, so you will directly feel discomfort if something isn't meant for your path.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Thank you so much. So now I'm going to just quickly go through. I did the workings out, and based on 12/02/1969, it's a 3. So that's quite an interesting one because 3 they're very good. They're able to be content with life and content and in tune with nature and very positive in their outlook. Sometimes they just take things in their stride and they just get on with it, just get on and do it. So I think that your skills are there, but I think be a little bit more disciplined with yourself to complete and change or decide to not take on a project if you're not 100% in it. That particular number 3, is that triangle of balance. So the triangulation of balance. Start looking at things where there is challenges or changes and decide where you need to be focused. Because at this moment, a number 3 will allow you to look at your life differently, segment it, choose what you want to continue with, and then let the rest go. Very difficult for a 3 to let something go, but in this case, it's necessary. So don't forget to come back to us with some feedback. So that's it for you. I think it's a good one, and there's a lot of excellent items, and I hope that as the first time you've been brave and asked for a reading, I hope that you've enjoyed it, because we've enjoyed reading for you. So I'm going to have a look and see whether we've got anything back. And we have got, let's see, this one. Yes, that's good. Right. Oh, hi, lovely ladies. This is from Cats with a new picture. Very good. And a little green alien. Too cute for words. Just very cute. One of my clients yesterday, who's based in another country, so she's in Cyprus. We were doing our session, and I saw behind her this little green type alien that she has. And I said, "Oh, that is so cute." And she said, "It's my favorite. It's a little toy." But she had it. It's really pretty. So the second time I've seen it. If I see it the third time, there's obviously going to be a message in it, which is great. So for Cats, hi, lovely ladies, Bev, Aquana, and panel. Hope you're all good. Could I ask for a reading if possible? So yes, this is the first time that we'll all be doing a reading for Cats. So I'm just going to see what is it. It's 27/3/1979. So I will do a bit of the numerology there, and then I will ask for my readers. Who is ready? Are either of you ready to? You are ready. Great. That's it. Well done. I will go for it. This is for Cats.
Okay, just real quick on the little alien thing. One of my favorite things that's on my altar is I have an alien that it looks like a one of the grays. It's not one of the grays though. I made sure it's kind of a blue green, but it's meditating. I love that little statue so much. So yeah, every time I see Cats with the alien, it just makes me really happy. All right, Cats. So your reading, I've pulled for you the World card, which is awesome. It's cycles coming to a conclusion, but the energy behind it is this Two of Pentacles, which is trying to find balance. So it looks to me like right now I think you're probably feeling really out of balance, like maybe you're just not in control of things and like juggling almost, but you feel like you're about to lose one of those and not be able to. But once you can get into balance, and I know that you're going to be able to, you're going to be ending a major cycle, and a new awesome cycle is going to be starting for you. It's just right now, just trust the process, I would say. And at the bottom of the deck, I've got the High Priestess, and she is the most intuitive psychic card in the entire tarot deck. So it tells me like, just tap in, just ask for information to be pulled down and drawn into you, and you're going to be able to get the answers that way, to get these two things into more balance so that you can complete this cycle and get to your new beginning that's on its way for you. Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful. So, and did you pull 2 cards or 3 cards?
I did. I've got 2 main cards and then the High Priestess here at the bottom.
The bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's perfect.
I think you've got a lot of abilities to tap into outside source.
Thank you so much, Aquana. And Jess, what do you have? What 3 cards did you pull for Cats, please?
So, I heard the sheriff's in town.
Oh, wow.
So, and I got right as I heard the sheriff's in town. I can't. Okay. I got the Chariot. So normally this can be a lot of different meanings, but it came next to the moon. And so I translate this as, I can't pick these cards up. It must be on my body. Okay. So I translate this that you are rising in spiritual rank, and that kind of coincides with the High Priestess card that Aquana pulled. So tap into your moon cycles and really get into that divine feminine. There is I just keep getting spiritual rank, like calling your power back and really taking control. Like, it's okay, you're not being bossy, you're not being rude, you're not being judgmental. It's your spiritual rank. You got to call your power back. So I would say there's a lot coming for you in the next 1 to 3 months. There will be a need for more discernment, for sure. You will get, I'm getting pulled to the heart chakra. So you will almost feel a different frequency, or, when something's smooth and a vibration and frequency of another person feels like it resonates with you, it's going to be like love, right? It's going to be a smooth wave. But when it's jagged, that will mean you will feel it in your heart chakra. So be discerning. You're not being rude, you just excuse yourself.
Love it, love it. So you're very funny sometimes, the things and the way you say it. I think it's brilliant. So, Katz, you gave us the birth date of 1979, and I've worked out on my pad. It's a 9. I do things old school way, out manually, as you can see, with a pen and paper. I mean, geez, Louise, why don't you just come into the century, for God's sake? But yeah, I prefer doing it that way because it transfers the energy. But most individuals feed the numbers into the computer and it spits it out the other side. But I like to look at what the sequences are. Like in this case, we've got 2 sets of 10s. So 27-3, that's a 10. And then we've got 1979. So that's 19, 1 and 1, 9 and 1 is 10. And then we've got 16, which is 1979, 7 and 9, 16. So also the 79's 1979 energy is a very interesting energy. In 1979 was the highest vision of individuals coming in to finish their karma on Earth. So that's no surprise that you're a number 9, because number 9 is a finish of a cycle. And you get a lot of sayings here, there, and there. If we look at our expression as those that speak English, and in some cases in other countries, those sayings have also been put into different languages. So where we see that is, a cat has 9 lives, or I'm on cloud 9, I'm dressed to the 9s, and in the States here, I'm gonna ready to go the whole 9 yards. And the English one, which is very common, is a stitch in time saves 9. So the 9 side is basically the time where you're doing maximum. You're going to the furthest extent of whatever is possible, where you want to complete things, where you want to move forward. And that's impressing that energy on you right now to say, you know what? Awareness, compassion, resolution, part of evolving. Very, very important. And you were born on a 9 anyway. So 27 is a 9 anyway. So that allows you to move forward with further freedom. So do some of the shadow work. Get rid of some of the things that are not working for you. Get rid of them, because then you'll create a space, and then that new energy can come in. So I hope that works really well for you, because I think having a number 9 is a really positive thing. And I'm going to the next one. Thank you, Nicola. That's wonderful. I know we did do some readings for you before, so I'm glad that you'd enjoyed it. And we're going to just have a look. Oh, Reesway. There's Reesway. I know, Aquana, you did some work. We both did some work with Reesway last week, which was fantastic. And we've got Mandy. Mandy was just saying hello to everybody and working down the list. Mandy is saying, are there any messages available for her today? So as we have, Jess is also our resident medium in today's show. If there's anything there for Mandy, and then obviously Aquana, if there's any message through your tarot, please.
Sure.
I don't have any dates to work on, so I will just leave it at going for messages. So Jess, did you pick up anything? I'm going to put you on the big screen. There you go, for Mandy.
So I wanted to just preface really quick. My guides are bugging me about saying this blanket statement, is that I like to honor the free will. That is my number 1 code of ethics in any reading that I do, and especially with the spirit realm. So I can't choose who comes through. If they come to me, I will deliver the message. So I like to give validations of the identifiers. Usually I get numbers which have to do with either the date or the month that's significant, whether they were born or passed over that in that month or that date. So I wanted to say I don't pull on the spirit realm. I let them come to me because the spirit realm they're working on their spiritual evolution as well on the other side, and some of them have jobs, and they're busy. So anyway, I wanted to just preface that. All right, I'm getting the number 9. So September the 9th of something. We just spoke about that. Cycles. I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune. So definitely closing out a cycle. I'm feeling a female on the other side for you who is very sharp, who's very witty. And I feel like she's got a really good sense of humor. Like, you forget. She's like, hey girl, hey. There's a lot of choices coming up for you in terms of money making, opportunities for advancement in career and position. It looks like maybe you already started your business or there's branching out with your own business. I feel this woman, because she's so gifted and sharp for the gift of gab, she's helping to find a rapport with clients or accounts and investors that are coming into your life quite soon. I'm also seeing a pet on the other side next to her. I don't know if this is your pet that's passed away from long ago. I'm getting like the number 10, so maybe more than 10 years ago. But the dog is very excited and bouncing, like wanting to bum rush it.
Oh, that is so cute. Oh, that's good for you, Mandy. And Arquana, are you able to pull a couple of cards for our Mandy, please?
Yeah, sure. So I've got it's a little bit different than I usually do. Just that's how the cards came out and told me to. So I've got this this 4 swords, which to me I think you're getting a lot of downloads and ascension and things while you're in your sleep. So that's just first and foremost. I think your gifts are elevating probably at a very rapid rate, because the 2 main cards that I got for you were the Emperor with the energy behind it of this 9 of Cups. So I feel like you are in this Emperor energy, like you are rising the ranks really quickly, getting to the top of your game. And I feel like it's with your spiritual gifts. I think you're going to find that you really, just over the next couple of months, you're going to find that as you wake up, you're just like, what happened? And you've got more and more information, intuitive hits, downloads. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the King of Wands, who's also a king. He's also in charge doing his thing. So I just think like, wow, like, well done you. It looks to me like you're developing your spiritual and psychic gifts very quickly. And you're going to probably find that while you're sleeping a lot.
And I think that's very definitely part of it, because it seems like the energies that I got from the Mandy energy around you as a person, there is such big change coming and lots of decisions to make. And a lot of them are financial, and a lot of change around the financial aspects too. So, but they are positive. They're bringing light in. It's just, I think, when I saw that energy, I thought, whoa, that's a lot of energy to deal with. And it's a lot of swirling around you and doing those things. But I think the Mandy energy of the person called Mandy energy, you'll be able to walk with that. I don't think that level of energy is going to scare you in any way. And I think that when you come out the other side, you'll be very happy, because you would have made the decisions that are right for you at a soul level. So I hope that resonates with what everybody has said, and send us some comments. That would be good. Right, let's have a look. So we have Wench saying hello to everybody. We've also got Lisa Lecky that's saying hello. Hello back.
Hi.
And we've got Rosebud Ame, which is fabulous. What have we got here? And my hair is done. And we've got Tanya van der Eyden in Brussels/Holland with a picture of the lovely horse. Hi, Beverli and panel. Can you tell me if there is a message from the other side for me? Now, Tanya, there is a particular message from your father, and the one message that comes is he will be walking through the door. So that's a bit of a strange one, but he will be walking through the door that leads to the outside. So it leads to the outside where the owl is. So when that goes, when he leaves that particular room, it means that he's ready, transitioning, he's gone, he's happy with the way that the status quo is with the house and everything that you're doing. But I will also ask both of our ladies to come back to us and say what they've got. I'll ask Jess, were you able to pick up any messages, particularly for Tanya? around. I saw her dad, but there must be others. You might get others that come, but as you, the medium, if there's anything for Tanya that you're able to share with her, please.
Well, I also got a male, and it feels like it's coming from the father's side. I got a military man that saluted me. And he's very stoic. He's very a man of few words. He speaks with action. I would say he was quite a leader when he was alive. He's showing me the number 46. So maybe 1946 or the age 46 is significant. It looks like he's saying I wasn't really good at taking care of my self-care or self-love and being emotionally available. So that's a big
That's big.
coming through with, I feel like when men come through crying to me, that's the symbolism, because I'm very clairvoyant, that maybe they were too militant and didn't show enough emotional support or understand emotional needs of others around him. So that's a big message I feel coming through.
Yeah, I agree with you there, because when he came through as well, he was emotionally unavailable. I got as well. And I think everything that you're saying resonates with how I had perceived him when he impressed himself upon me and then went back. I also got, which is a weird one, I also got that sadly he was a little bit ashamed about how he's treated his family and his children and things like that. So I think that him crying to you and allowing himself to show that weakness, which is something he would never have done in life, ever. I think that I'm hoping that Tanya, when she gets this message and she hears what we're saying, I'm hoping that she will know that, he had the 3D limitations, and a lot of men and women have 3D limitations, and they don't share their energy. They can't love. They can't show their love. They're very standoffish, and they get called things like the ice queen in the case of women. And for men, they're just, they're emotionally unavailable or detached, which I know is part of what we've all picked this up. And I think that is key with what's happening. And now, Kwana, what did you pick up within your area? Was there anything specific that you picked up for Tanya?
Yeah, so it actually goes right along with what you both said. And you said something about him going through the door, which the first card that I pulled, if you'll notice, this woman has her suitcase. Like, she's on a journey. It's a very slow journey. What I found interesting is that this boat is being pulled by crows or ravens, which from a native perspective, those are our ancestors. So it does tell me somebody that's crossing over in some sort of ancestral realm that does have some of their people around them. But if you see this woman on this journey, which in this case I do think is this father figure that we're talking about, she looks very sad. Like, she's got her head down and just and that probably ties in with the shame that they were speaking about. And the energy behind this is, if you'll notice, it's this woman sitting at a table. It's the Eight of Pentacles, sitting at a table. She's got her back to everybody else, just kind of in her own world, doing her own thing, focused on her job, doing her work, and almost doesn't seem like she has time for anybody else. So it feels like maybe that absent presence, even though maybe your dad could have been there in the room with you, but you still feel like you're alone. It gives off that kind of feeling. And at the bottom of the deck, just to kind of confirm it, I have this Queen of Wands, and this character in the tarot deck is it's like a false bravado in some cases, like just a false exterior that you're presenting to the world, but is not your true nature and self. And so I do think that the individual that we're talking about does feel a lot of regret and remorse for maybe not showing that more affectionate side or something like that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't, Jess, do you agree that's from what we've done with the transmissions and the direct discussion with this Tanya father figure that's there? So Tanya, I'm hoping that creates a level of clarity for you and makes you look at things slightly differently, because I think that with what's happened with the male person that's transitioning, it is a difficult one, because he has been trying to impress upon you that even though things might have been very difficult and he was emotionally distorted and distraught about how he was because he couldn't show his feelings, even on the other side, he's now trying to let you know that he did feel, he just wasn't able to show it or communicate it. And I think if you take anything out from all of our readings, we're all saying the same thing, but in different ways, is, allow him to be at peace now and find a way to let him go free him, free his energy, free that, and allow him to transition through the door. So I really hope that helps. If there's any feedback, please put a note down, because we always like to make sure that we've said the best that we could.
And I may add, so if your father wasn't a military man, there's a lot of masculine, patriarchal lineage stuff coming through this eclipse for some reason with me. And this could be something that he's visualizing and showing in imagery to me that maybe was passed down from his father's line, that they were militant, very stoic, very military-like, and didn't know how to show affection. That could be it as well. Or he could be showing that he was like he was in the military. But I'm getting definitely, there's a lot of men on the father's side associated with military.
Yeah, I would agree. Yes, it's good. So we've got Diana Dela Cruz with the bear. We remember the bear from last week, don't we, readers? We do. She says, hi, super excited for today's session. Always learn so much. Thank you. And lots of loves from LA, from Los Angeles. So that's fantastic. Love that bear. It's just awesome. The bears actually in this area have been coming down all the way down the walkways and just waiting for the dustbin men to come. And I know, they're so cheeky. Big black bears. They're coming to the dustbin men waiting. I don't know what the dustbin men do. I would be scared witless personally. But they just want to come and do their own version of dumpster diving. I actually got a picture of it. I couldn't believe picture of this bear waiting on the driveway for the bin men to come in. I just thought, my goodness, aren't animals amazing? So yes, thank you so much, Diana. That's so funny that you got the bear. So let's go further down. Oh, this is Rosebud Ame. Thank you. Hi to everybody. Oh, look, we've got Abundantly Empowered came back with some information and says, just did a home clearing and a personal energy clearing after sensing some pesky, I like that word, pesky lower energies this week. Yay!
Good.
Well done. Yes.
Good.
It's a problem. Feels like I need a people clearing. Yes, Lisa, this energy right now is I find it's so thick you can almost braid it in a plait. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yep.
Yeah. Yay. Yep. Well done to you. That's it. Oh, hi, Loulabelle. Hi, Lou. Good afternoon. Nice to see you here. And Bette Davis is also good. She's here. I'm just going through all of them. Dame Anna. Hello. I love that. It's too funny. Saturday Psychic Live Addict. Oh, Lord, we've created addicts. We've created a monster. Reporting for my fix. This is the fix. So let's pull a couple of cards for Dame Anna. So who is ready? Jess, you ready? Alquan, are you ready? No? Yes? Who's ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You're ready. Right. Go on, Jess. I'll put you up there on the big screen.
So hello, Dame Anna. I'm getting that you need to stretch out your hamstrings, girl. I'm getting some tight hamstrings. And maybe it's pulling on your psoas and your lower pelvis, and maybe that's what's causing some back discomfort or back pain. I don't know why that stuck out to me, but go stretch those hamstrings, girl. And then I'm getting biggest focus is maybe you're too trusting of people that lie to you. Like maybe you're a little bit gullible like myself.
Lord.
I am, as a psychic, it's so funny. I'm so gullible. But anyway, so I would say that use your spiritual gifts a little bit more. to kind of discern when people are lying to you. It's kind of like sometimes what I've noticed is when people are just lying to my face, I will almost see like Steve Harvey on a Family Feud button, just like in the background. I can't focus on what they're saying, and I'll get like ADD, and I'm just like, it's like impossible for me to pay attention. So I'm getting there's something maybe similar with you, is that people, like, it's kind of, you'll get distracted and then you'll feel bad. There's a reason for that. Okay, so next 3 months, I see your clairvoyance and your third eye are opening up. I'm also getting eat for your third eye. So like blueberries, blue lotus, look up a lot of those foods that are really good for the third eye awakening. That will help quite a bit. Kind of, you don't want to force it, open it up too quickly. I always say, let it unfurl. Okay, so a lot of happiness is coming, 10 of Cups, a lot of emotional satisfaction, and I feel like you're getting through a hump of emotional stuff. So maybe that's also what you're working through with those tight hamstrings, these Ascension symptoms lately. So yeah, I think it's a good time for you. It's kind of like a blender where it's like, and then all of a sudden it pops out very neat. So yeah, just go with the flow and discern those liars in your life.
Ah, brilliant. Well done, Jess. I do agree with you, particularly with all those unusual energies. Well done. And Aquana, what do you have for Dame Anna, please?
All right, so I got something actually very similar as well. So because at the bottom of the deck, I've got this 5 of Swords, which is, you know, like conflict, but like a false victory and things like that. But the 2 main cards I got for you were the Death card. Don't freak out. The Death card is not a bad card. I love the Death card because it's the ending of something that's not good for you and the beginning of something awesome. So I think that's these negative energies that are around you that just need to kick them to the curb, girl. Like, let's just don't even deal with that mess anymore, because the energy fueling it is the Star card. And that's wish fulfillment. You see it, like she's like looking up. Things are turning around for her. And these are major arcana cards. So these are things that the universe has already got lined up for you. You're not going to be able to change these. What you can change, though, are these kind of energies. Kick them to the curb. Seriously, get rid of any negative people in your life, or people or things that don't serve your best and highest good, because it is time for a massive upheaval in your life. To get rid of that, get that energy flowing. And honestly, it's going to be incredible. Just get rid of the negative stuff and you are good to go, for real.
Oh, brilliant. I love that. That's really good. So the other thing I want to add is that when we were talking about Dame Anna, is with the eating for the third eye, eat for the third eye, but for the other 2 eyes next to it as well, because you've actually got 3 on top of your forehead. But the other aspect I'd like to say is take two things to the third eye. Take a crystal and push it from here up over to the top chakra. But I would also, and I don't have a magnet on me right now, but you can take a really large magnet and place that over the third eye, run it to the left and the right, but then take that and run it up over your head to the top chakra. And believe it or not, that magnet will pull all the negative, dark, sticky, that black, funny, sticky stuff that you get just from walking out there or going to the shops or doing your job or walking the dogs, whatever it is. You will get things that will bombard you into your aura and create that sticky, gooey bit. But if you just start taking that and running it across there, it's really good practice to do that at least once a week. But if you can do it more than once a week, especially if you were out and about a lot. So if you're going into town or into a big city, lots of funny energies around, they will stick to individuals, particularly those that are awakening. So you can take that, just do that to the top too. It works really well. If you feel drawn to taking it from being up, but then taking it down through the throat chakra and then through the heart chakra to the rest of the chakra points, do so, because your higher self is saying to you, we've got some funny bits and bobs going on here, mate. You got to get rid of it. Let's get it into a magnet. And take your magnet. Don't go and pop it on the fridge, please. Just go and put it into a bowl of salt. So whack it into the salt, bury it, the magnet in the salt, leave it 24 hours, and then you're good to go next day, and you can do the same cleansing. It's one of the asks. Somebody asked me to, actually it was this morning. Somebody said, well, what do you do? And I said, well, I've got a square long magnet. And she said, what do you do with that then? As if to say, well, I've never heard of that. So I said, well, this is what I do with it. So she said, okay, that's what she's up in. I think she's up in Ohio. Her name is Raina. And she just said, well, that's good. I'm going to do that now as well. So I thought, you know what? If that was useful for Raina and others, I'm going to share it here today, because if you start doing that within 2 weeks, certainly over 3 sets of 3, so 9 times, 3, 6, 9, over 9 times, you will feel a big difference. So it'll draw out any rubbish and nonsense that you really don't want in there. It'll draw it into your magnet. So there's a cute thing to do. Doesn't cost anything. You can even just use one of your magnets that you bought, because everybody seems to buy fridge magnets when you go away. But take one of the magnets off that. Use that. If you don't have a big one, use one of them. There we go. Now I'm going to welcome a wonderful chap, which you can see here is Michael Doherty. And Michael has been sharing consistently for the last year or so, since he was at GSEC with me and with a few others that were with us, and Selma. Michael has got some amazing UFO footage. So I have asked Michael before if he's okay with me sharing some of the footage. So maybe if we're lucky, next week's show might be able to share some of the beautiful stuff that he sent through. So also very good with his way forward, his awakening, and that's why he's getting more and more and more and more footage of the star people. So hi, good evening to the UK, to everybody. It's evening time, and good evening to all countries that we're broadcasting to. So here we go. This is Rosebud Ame. Can I have a reading today? April 19th. Where's my pen gone? Come here. Why do I always lose the pens? Pens at the seat that I'm sitting in. Honest to God, it chews pens. I was like, yesterday I had 2 pens here. Where'd it go? It's gone. It's inside the chair. So I don't know what's going to have to happen. I think when I leave America, I'm going to have to go and have a look in this chair and see how many of my pens are there, because it's eating the bloody things. Anyway, I digress. So,
just like the console in your car.
Yeah, it's weird. It just, I don't know, and it just literally disappears. I think this is now the 3rd one, but I'm holding on to this one. You can see I've got it. It's my pen. The chair just says, I want to eat the pen. So reading is, I've been having an extremely rough few months and need some encouragement. So I've got 19th April 1953. So Alquana, you're right up there. Are you ready to go through what you've got, please?
Yes, sure. So right now I'm getting that you need to be holding very tightly to your energy during this time, because you are having a rough time of things. I've pulled for you the Knight of Cups with the energy of this 4 of Pentacles. So if you see this guy, usually, and he's got a horse in he's like the knight in shining armor type or whatever. But this card tells you to, it's about holding tightly to something, okay? This is telling me that you need to hold tight to your energy, to your love, until you can get yourself into a better position where you're then able to give that energy to other people. And at the bottom of the deck, I pulled the Fool card, which is it's somebody taking that leap of faith. And I think that once you get grounded, you're going to be able to take that leap of faith into the unknown without any fear or any worries that you're going to give too much of yourself. Just right now, really do take care of yourself, rest, rejuvenate, and and you will get there. I'm very sorry that you've been having a difficult time right now. I really am, but it will get better for you. I see that right here.
It's right there. You've got it. That's fantastic.
I got it. It's in my hand.
Evidence of it. That's perfect.
Proof.
Thank you. Yeah, you got proof. There it is, Rosebud. And also, Rosebud, you're a number 6 in numerology. So Number 6 is right now with the, the way that it's done, it's equalization. So you can cut a 6 anyway. You can have 2, 2, 2, 3 sets of 2, or you can do all the, the 3s are in there. So everything is trying to align itself. And that's part of the reason. Oh, there's a spider. Oh, no.
Spiders are awesome.
It's looking at me. Oh, no. I'm just sorry. I'm terrified of spiders. Oh, my God. What is it doing? Oh, Lord.
Does it have 6 legs?
Maybe it wants a reading.
I'm going to smack it until it go away. Oh, Lord. It was on my computer. It's actually stuck.
It's probably a fan of the show. It's probably super excited to see you. Like, is it Beverli Rhodes? Awesome.
Oh, don't be rude. Where the hell is the something? I'm going to have to move my light around because I am terrified. It's a black one. Please, God, don't let it be a jumping spider. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Where has it gone? Please, please.
If you just like blow, is it close enough that you can blow some air on it or something?
It's on my computer.
It's really close.
Lord.
Maybe it had some emails it needed to finish up. Just let it borrow your computer.
Oh, my Lord.
I just talk to it telepathically.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to say, you know what? Go do one, mate. Take your bloody legs and go away. Its eyes were shining. Oh, Lord. I've got this. If it comes anywhere near me, I'm going to throw a tissue on it. Oh, Lord. And I'm sure everybody is now pissing with laughter at me. I am scared witness of snakes. Not snakes, spiders. Give me a snake any day. But this is, oh, Lord, it's a black spider. He's got it's gone.
That's what I am with roaches. I'm like, I will be all over the room if there's a roach.
Yeah, there you go. Now that's something to really be afraid of. Like, and you live in the South, like down
roaches.
Here.
Roaches when they fly. Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
Oh, wow.
They'll fly right at you. They're so rude.
Oh,
like it's on purpose.
Yeah.
Feels rude.
Yeah, they are rude. Oh my Lord. All right, I'm keeping this in my hand for just in case I've got to throw it at it. Oh, God, my heart. Don't take my blood pressure right now. It'll be higher than it ever has been. But nevertheless, I've asked it and I've asked Spirit, please take the spider away. Did you see I just jumped? Even lost my train of thought. Awful. So there we go. There we go. Rosebud, you're a 6. So, yeah, it's a very interesting time for you, because you've got to create the balance. And as 6s need that balance, you do need to find a way forward, which is good to yourself. So try to do that if you can, because it's something that's very powerful. So from your point of view now, Jess, do you have anything additional for Rosebud, please?
I do. So my guides I'm channeling that. So I'm only as good in a prediction of what I see, where you're at consciously in that moment, because you have the gift of free will. Let's say all of a sudden, the day after I give you a reading and you just decide to change on a dime, you take a 180, you get to change that whole trajectory. You get to... See, this is a sign. The spider is a sign. A tangled web we weave.
Oh, no. You know what? I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to go off camera and try and find it. You go ahead. Have fun, girls. I'm going to go off camera. I'm here. I'm here. I will do the controls. But it's got its little face around it. Oh, my God. Right. Sorry, Jess. You guys go ahead. You guys go ahead. I'm just going to go off camera. I'm going to see if I can find it. It's no. I'll see you in 2 minutes. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
Oh, Lord.
No worries. I think it's a sign. I love the synchronicities, you know? Okay. So anyway, so back to frequency. So this Earth School of Frequency. So what you can do to change the timeline and to raise your frequency. I'm getting fabrics for you. So wearing linen, wearing organic cotton, authentic silks, maybe around your head even will help eliminate the spider cobwebs. Maybe that's the sign, the synchronicity. Also, too, eating fresh organic fruits and going to local farmers market to get fresh, produce from the earth and locally. I'm getting raising your vibration will clear out all the muck. And this will give you a really great fresh start. I got the full card as well.
Nice.
So everything is going to be eliminating, and like if everything is falling away from your life, let it burn. Let the tower moments fall. It's happening for you, not to you. And then what emerges is the hermit, finally getting out of their shell and becoming the wise old sage from this experience. So I would say peace is on the docket in the future, and choose a high vibrational timeline. It's just that easy, just a quantum leap.
That sounds perfect. I did manage to throw 2 tissues at it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, gee, thank you so much. Not. Yeah, so that's it. Hopefully it won't come back because I can't see it. So there we go. I need my spider catcher. I had a spider catcher in England and I didn't bring it with me, but I need to go and get a spider catcher so that I can catch them. So for all of you that love spiders, I didn't kill it. I didn't hurt it. I didn't do anything to the spider. I just threw tissues at it.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
They're super sacred in my tribe. So
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't hurt it. I really didn't.
Okay. No, I didn't figure you would. For Rosebud, just so you know, because with the spider obviously showed up during her reading for a reason.
Yes.
But our tribal story is that our sacred fires that we have, when there was a great flood, the water spider was the only one that could make it to the island where the sacred fire was across the water. And she made a web and carried that fire back on her web. And because of the spider, she's the reason that we still have our sacred fire anywhere at all. So I think it's a very great sign, no matter how Bev's behaving.
Well.
But don't worry, y'all. She threw 2 tissues at it.
I did. No, it's 2 tissues over there, and I can promise you, there's another one waiting. But I don't know whether I got it. But you know what it does, and this is so weird that you said about the spider. She or he, I don't know what it is, but it pokes its nose around the corner of the screen. Little shit, and turns around and puts its eyes right at me. I'm like, what the hell?
I told you that spider wanted a reading.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's gone. And I'm sure everybody's now just absolutely crashing because this is really pathetic. Yes, I know I'm pathetic.
No, you're not.
Even with going for hypnosis to allow me not to be as bad, this is me at my best.
Do you have a cup? I would get a cup.
No, I don't have anything.
Right, cup over and then a paper on the bottom, and you can just escort it outside.
Yeah, I can't do that. I've got tea in this one anyway. But yeah, no,
get a fresh one.
Please, God, yeah. As long as it doesn't jump, because then you will see me fly out of this chair so fast, faster than a rocket. But I think it might have gone.
It'll probably just go into a crack or a crevice of some sort. It's the roaches you gotta look out for.
Those things are wild.
Yeah, no, I've done a couple of bites, and I must admit they've left marks, which is not great. So, enough about the spider. Aquana, do you have anything else for Rosebud, please?
I think I did mine.
I know you did yours, but have you got anything else that might have come through since we've been chatting?
I really honestly, I'm taking the spider as a super, super good indicator and sign that even in the worst, most tumultuous of times, there is still that one little bit, and you may be feeling super small, but for us, the smallest creature was the one that was able to do the biggest, most important job and to save that fire for all of us. So, even if you're feeling like that, you've still got great power within you, and you can get through the difficult times that you're going through.
Yeah, I think that's excellent. Yeah, it's a good one. So obviously salt baths, Epsom salt baths is a good, when we talk about cleansing, clearing, but also we have to cleanse and clear with the salt baths or crystal baths, or ice also works. You also have to close the energy. So don't forget, when you do your cleansing, do a closure. Close down your whole energy body, close it down. Then you can move forward, because what you're doing is cleaning, and then that's it. Yes, you clean, but it's still open. So make sure you close it. So we have Nacy. I've recently found I'm 85% white dragon daughter. Any insight on info on how I can nurture, honor, and awaken this part of me is much appreciated. Many thanks. So let's have a look and see what the cards say. I'm very pleased that you have found out that you have the white dragon, because everybody does have a dragon within them, one that comes to Earth School, which is here, to be part of moving forward and learning, because the dragon learns with you, you know? So while our team is having a look at the Nacy energetics, particularly connecting with white dragon, let's have a look and see what have you got within your pack, please.
I'm getting water is significant, and also looking for, so I'm downloading right now from my guides that now this might be a little controversial. And I honor everybody. I feel like there's nothing new under the sun. So I'm a student of life, and I can have some outlandish things that come through. So take what resonates, leave the rest. You won't hurt my feelings. But from what I understand with dimensions and realms and frequency, is that dragons in other dimensions are hawks and eagles of spiritual ranks here. That when they kind of fall in frequency, in order to be seen in the physical realm, they'll come as like spirit animals. And so I'm getting a brown and white hawk in particular, eagles. Maybe that is something that you can really tap into in nature to understand the wisdom of dragons and how it resonates with you. Also, I'm getting touching trees is really important for you as well. And they're the wisdom keepers. I'm that weirdo that's always telepathically talking to trees. I go and I get the story. They're the memory keepers. And I always get profound wisdom when I touch them. So that's what's coming.
That's beautiful. Yeah, and of course, the white dragons particularly are part of the protection cycle. So the fact that you are 85% white dragon daughter means that you are 85% protector. Arcana, what do you feel about Nacy and her white dragon?
So I absolutely agree with the protector status, which is good. The cards that I pulled for you, I've got the devil card, and the energy of that is the 3 of Wands. So I would say with regards to this nurture and honoring, you need to make sure that you are leading a clean life. As Jessica said, if you don't like water, like some people don't like water, just make sure that you're staying super hydrated, that the foods that you're taking in are healthy, are really like, if you can do, I know it's expensive, do organic or things like that. If you've got like some negative habits that you need to kind of drop by the wayside, definitely do that, because it's going to help you to tune in and tap in with that white dragon energy a lot more if you are coming from a centered, grounded, and cleared space within yourself. And I've also, at the bottom of the deck, there's actually 2 cards I want to show you, is the 7 of Wands. And that if you see her, she's in a meditative, protected bubble, which is that dragon energy that does protect you and helps to keep you safe. So do a lot of meditations and really tune in with that. And I also pulled the Hermit card. So the Hermit goes into that cave or this like meditative bubble to learn all sorts of things. And I think that if you're doing that and meditating regularly, you're going to get a lot of messages from that dragon that you've carried with you. And I think you're going to be able to tap in, tune in, and see how protected you are by that dragon, and also get in touch with the messages that it has for you. So very cool.
Oh, that's lovely. Nice cards as well.
Yeah.
So Nacy, also what I want to talk about, because you're saying any insights on how I can nurture and honor. So this is not, I don't think this is common actually. I don't think people realize it, but actually dragons like art, they like music, and they like to see that the hope and the revival through the energy of music coming into you. Some people, there's a few that I know, actually think in music. They don't think in lessons or talking. They actually think in music. So that would be one way to show that you're honoring the dragon, is to have the art and the music and play something that would be that frequency, that would be a lovely calm one, that would symbolize the fact that you are working together as an ally with your white dragons, and the fact that you are mainly a high percentage, over the 80% of that DNA within you is dragon. That's very keen. Also, there is part of the white dragon that does mean alchemy and transformation, and it does allow to see people turning their life into gold, because dragons have the ability to transform any base metal into gold, or any base metal into whatever's needed. So you've got that as part of it. But also, they do bring, white dragons do utilize the energy, and this is true in a lot of cultures. If you will see people that are trying to fall pregnant, or people that are trying to create good businesses and something new, they will put a picture of a white dragon, this long white dragon, there's many of them, and put them up because it does symbolize fertility, moving forward, creation, all those good things. And because they're such pure creatures and they have wisdom, it is a very positive aspect, and they will bring spiritual guidance. The last aspect that I will say to you, and anyone that wants to speak to their dragon and ask their dragons to materialize things for them, I would put a nice pure white candle with a lovely fragrance, and I would then also clap 3 times in front of the candle and say, my dragon, I honor you. I want you to nurture me. I would like you to help me awaken. And just by those commands going out to the dragon that's working with you, things will start moving forward. And I hope that helps, Nacy. And thank you to my readers, because they were all great insights. So what do we have now? Lisa Lecky. Oh, there we go. And this was, do you remember last week we did a bit of healing for Lisa, where her sister-in-law was really not well? Looks like we've got feedback. And she says, thank you so much. My sister-in-law is back home, walking and talking after the accident. Thank you for your healing, and for all of you in the chat that participated in the healing for Lisa Lecky. Thank you very much. It looks like the healing got to the right person. So it's always worthwhile, always worthwhile. So there's just lovely conversations happening. Ooh, oh, the things I see, feeling, and feel, fantasy or reality. So Wench, I think a lot of the aspects that you're seeing, because I know your energy, I mean, you've been a friend of the show for like over a year now, and we know that your energy is such where you've awakened systematically a lot over the last year. So I think a lot of what you're seeing is definitely reality. I don't believe it's a fantasy. So I thought I'd quickly answer that one for you. Let's have a look. So remember, if you want a question, please go and put QQQ. So Mandy was cooking supper while the reading was happening for us, which is good. That's good.
We haven't.
Well, why not? Well, snack corner. Get back in your box,
food.
girl.
It's food. I'm so excited.
Just snack corner. We're gonna have to create snacks for you. That's for sure.
That's it.
So, Amy Harris. Hi, Amy Harris. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Sending tons of love to you and energy. Don't forget, Amy, if you want a question, please put it in the chat. So we've got loads of individuals. I am looking for Yes, put QQQ. That's just please do that for us because then I can find them. Bets Davis, was there anything where there's a message for Bets Davis for her tonight? So,
well, I can't promise that this belongs to her because, but two women just came through, and it looks like a mother and then grandmother duo on the other side. One is more religious and holding like a cross, and then the one that's younger, looks like she's holding a crystal ball, which is fascinating. And the one that's younger is sitting down, kind of relaxed, laid back. The older one, I'm also getting a B initial and N initial. So this could be both of them, last name, first name, something like that. Let's see. Oh, and they're wanting to validate a dream recently. This was a visitation. It's more vivid than waking life. Almost kind of like you wake up and you're like, oh my God, that felt so real. These two women are validating that in fact was a visitation.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well done. So Bets, let us know the situation, whether that's, resonates with you or whether there's something that perhaps it might have been for someone else. But there was a message. Aquana, did you pull some message cards?
Mine actually, oddly enough, just tied right in with what she was saying. And that is that I feel like you are getting messages from people on the other side because I've pulled the Sun card. But the energy behind it is this Four of Cups. So this is somebody that's spirit or your ancestors are trying so hard to get you these messages, to get them. And it's almost like you've got your back turned, like just uninterested or something. So just be aware they are sending you messages regularly, and just let them know, or just say like, I am open to receiving the messages from spirit or from my ancestors. I am ready to receive those messages. And when you get those little intuitive hits, or you hear something in your head that isn't your voice or whatever, just take that and run with it as like, okay, cool. This is one of my messages, because I've got at the bottom that you're feeling maybe like a sense of loss, and that maybe you might be a little bit focused on the sadness of those that you have lost. And rather than focus on that sadness, focus on the fact that and you need to know they are with you all the time. You can always call on them. You can always ask them questions, because they are trying to get you that information. Okay. Just be open to receiving it and let them know, like, I'm ready to get the messages.
Oh, that's ideal. And it is true. Ancestors have a vested interest to make sure that you're successful. So call on them. Thank you both. So I'm going down to Amy Harris has said, I would love a message from my angels, please. Thank you. And thank you, Amy, for putting that into the chat. So I think let us have a bit of a go at, because we've got a picture here of Amy, which is very useful. We can just tune into that and see what is coming through. So Jess, what are you getting? And then I'll go through to Aquana, and then if I get anything, come through from myself.
So oddly enough, I'm getting that they pointed to my clear quartz crystal. And what I love about clear quartz, I mean, there is a million uses for clear quartz. I mean, they're in every X-ray machine. They do a lot. It's very, very high tech. But in particular, I like to bathe with them because they are so extremely, it's like their own filtration system for water. They will filter out any impurities. And in fact, if you're in like a swampy area, or like, there's not good quality water that has a lot of heavy metals in it, I'm getting stick clear quartz, but also use it as a charger. Put it in your water, your water bottle, clean it first, obviously, but put it in with the water and speak or sing into the water what you desire and what you want to manifest. And that's a little alchemist little hack for you.
Nice.
I think that's lovely. Well done. And Aquana, what did you get for Amy, please? If there was anything angelic, or was there any impressions that you got from the cards that you were pulling?
I did. So what I'm getting is that your third eye is going through a major awakening and opening process. You may actually be feeling like a weird tingling, or sometimes like a tightness there at that third eye level. But it's okay. It's perfectly normal. Just be aware that as this is opening, it's also opening doors to you that are going to lead you to abundance, success, things like that. However, I just here's the cards I got. I got the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, fueling that with the Lover's card at the bottom. So that's a really nice card. But just be aware that there are going to be people around you that may not have your best interests at heart. So constantly, like, ask your angels and the universe to cast like I go with a golden shield of protection around you, and just have them place that there, so that as you come into energies that aren't for your greatest and highest good, they're kind of just repelled off of you in a way. And you can work with Metatron to do that, or Michael for the protection, because your gifts and your abilities are leading you to this Ten of Pentacles. But along the way, there are going to be people that want to hang on to your energy, or want to take that from you. Just make sure that you're protected and that you're aware that's always a side effect of, and it's going to happen to any of you in the audience that are light workers and light warriors. You're going to have these negative things come at you. Just constantly keep up your protections and you'll be good to go.
Oh, that's brilliant. So, Amy, the one thing I'm going to say to you is, with angelic messages, please make sure that you start looking at what are the angels saying, because I think you're getting a lot of like 444 or 2222 or 1111 that are trying to send messages to you within a range of different ways. And I think that the angelics with you have lots of ways that they can talk to you. So allow yourself to be calm, but also allow them to come into it. I keep getting that your life is super busy and you seem to be cutting things very fine in many areas. Give yourself even just a few minutes to allow the angelic realms to put an impression on your mind. That's a key message now, is allow time for yourself, Amy, to let the angels speak to you. And I think that's the most important one that we are all trying to get to you today. So, and thank you for your question.
Also, can I add something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the way that angels kind of talk to me through like glitter in my peripheral vision. So that just popped out at me for you as well, Amy, is like maybe clairsentience might be the way that where it's just an instant knowing. That's usually how I communicate with angels. With spirit, I can hear them clairaudiently. With angels, it's more, if I do hear them, I'm sleeping and it's just a little whisper. It's like a purr, like slow down. But normally how they reveal themselves to me is glitter. So Archangel Michael is more of a purple blue. Archangel Raphael is a green red to me, things like that. And we all see color differently, but for some reason I'm getting sparkles for you, like me.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you. So we have got, so Roberta has sent a direct question to all of us. And the question is my health going to improve soon without surgery? So the first thing I got for that was, the surgery is required. So what I will say, remember, we are not doctors. Please consult your doctor. So whatever we're saying is just advice that we're picking up based on your energy on the Roberta name. That's the first thing that I got. And I think what we can do is we can ask the cards and the readers to have a look and see, with this question in mind, asking the cards, is the health going to improve, and look at it as a byproduct of whether you do your surgery or not. Because obviously, A, it's free will, and secondly, it's the clinicians and the doctors will tell you what's necessary. But I'll go to Aquana and ask Aquana on that question for Roberta, is the health going to improve soon. What did your cards come back and tell you, please?
Well, so just first intuitive answer was also that you are going to have to get the surgery. That was just my first thing that I got. And based with the cards, what I'm getting, I've got the Fool, but it's fueled by this Seven of Swords. So I'm getting that there may be times or moments where you feel like, oh, you're and bear in mind, no, we are not doctors and clinicians. This is just from a spiritual perspective. But I'm getting that there's times where you think like, oh, good, everything's better. You're feeling good. Like, I'm not going to need that. That energy is deceptive. This is a very deceptive energy. Okay. So don't necessarily fall for that. Please do follow the advice of your doctors. I know that you're looking for a change, a different outlook, a different perspective on whatever the health issue is. But I'm just getting strongly that even if you delay it, you are going to need to get that surgery at some point in order to be at your maximum health, point.
Yeah, very wise. And Jess, I'm coming to you now. What do you get for Roberta?
Okay, so I got a lot of different things. I want to be careful in how I pose this. I am of the variety where I like to really understand and research everything. The doctor, get a second opinion. What I particularly am seeing for you is that ask a lot of questions, and with the surgery, there's a possibility that you can request something that is less invasive. So ask those questions. Well, I'm worried about the incision. I'm getting that the surgery may be going in and that big incision might be too much or create issues down the line. So like laparoscopic, something that's less jarring to the body is what I'm getting. Like, ask those questions because you never know what the doctor will compromise with you on. And just be like, I'm really worried about the recovery process, and the incision, and I've heard, I was looking at, reviews or about the surgery, and I'm concerned about this complication with my other conditions that, might intertwine and create issues in my recovery or prolong it. So I'm getting, it will pay off quite a bit if you ask a lot of questions, because there's something less invasive. And it will require a lot of determination on your part that you will have to maintenance. And so be compliant, and you got to walk every 2 hours. Don't skip on that. If they tell you you got to get up and you got to move every 2 hours, no matter how painful it is, that will assist the healing process.
It will indeed. Well said. Well said. So we have got, everyone, ladies, we have got feedback that's come through from last Saturday. So look at that. Feedback from last Saturday. I received a lovely message at the end of last week's show. Took me a few moments to fall in. In other words, British saying for to understand and connect with what was said, that we say, took me a while to fall in. In other words, get into your mind and realize what was being said. It's a British expression. Took me a while to fall in. It was very heartwarming and absolutely true. Thank you so very much. So Nicola, we're great to have done a reading for you, and it's fantastic to have feedback. And I'm glad that you eventually were able to fall into everything and it all made sense to you. And this is the type of feedback that we love to hear. So bless you. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
So Rosebud, I think we did manage to get to Rosebud, which was fabulous. And we have a question from Loulabelle. So Lou is saying, hey, lovely Bev, Arcana, and panel. Please may I have a card pulled for me? So yes, let's pull for Lou and let's see what Lou has to say. So either of you ready to go first?
Yeah, sure, whenever.
Okay, Arcana. I'll put it up. There we go for Lou.
I just have to say, Lou, I saw you put a joke earlier in the comments about the ghosts. That was hilarious. It was so funny. If y'all It said, what is a ghost's favorite sauce? Gravy.
What was the answer? That's lost on me. What's the answer?
The answer is gravy, like grave-y, because it's a ghost. They live at the cemetery with graves. It's so funny. Okay. Anyway, Bev's not getting it. Lou, I thought it was freaking hilarious. Well done, you. I started to giggle. It was an inappropriate time. It was just terrible, but it was a good joke. Anyway, so Lou, I got you some cards. I've got the Ace of Swords, fueled by the Seven of Pentacles, and what I'm gathering from this is you are waiting on something or something to change, or some piece of information, or you're waiting on a decision of something to be made, and you're feeling very impatient. It's like, I have put this out there, and like TikTok, like it is taking way too long. I understand that. Don't worry. It is going to get there. And at the bottom of the deck, that just kind of feels like your energy around this situation, just like kind of conflicted. It's the Five of Wands, but don't worry. Those seeds have been planted. Okay. He's got that. They're going to take root. They're going to flower and blossom, and you will get the answer, or whatever it is that you're waiting patiently on. You are going to see that come to fruition, and it will work for you, and it will be to your advantage. Just try to hold on, be a little bit more patient. I know you already have been, it feels like, but you're doing good. You're on the right path. You're doing good.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay. And Jess, what do you have, please, for Lou?
I am getting fairies for you. So the way that I connect with fairies, my grandmother on my mother's side always is like dancing with little wings in my mind's eye when I go to sleep. She's got a lot of energy, and she's connected to the fairy realm. And so if you ever see dancing little wings, or like, they love to dance and do backflips with me whenever I see them. But recently I just saw my first real life fairy. It was wild. I wish I would have gotten it on camera, but I thought it was a huge dragonfly at first, but it wasn't. I was just like floored. I was outside swimming all by myself. I was just like,
Very
what?
cool.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
lucky you.
So
Nice.
I'm getting that you as well have some connection to the fairy realm, and that for some reason they don't like, my guides love for me to say thank you. I always, after any reading, I make sure to say thank you. When I say thank you to fairies, they don't like it. They would rather me pick up trash or throw away, litter on the side of the road. So that's just something in case you wanted to connect with the fairy realm. And also, if you're finding mushrooms pop up in your front yard, they're trying to connect with you. So I'm getting that as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Well done. Wow. So with Lou, I think Lou, with you, there is so much energy around you, and you have that creative ability. And I think that you could, if you wanted to, start pushing out, especially now with what's happening with the moon. We've got all these changes over this weekend. Pull that energy down, harness that energy, use that for your universal ordering. Get your way to say, this is what I want. Start pushing out what is, if it's right for me and for my higher and best good and greater good, and will be part of the collective consciousness, what is it that I can do? So start sending that out, especially, and that's for everybody over this weekend. Use the time wisely. Use that energy. Start manifesting. Start doing universal ordering, because that's all time. We can do it now. We can do it right now. So my advice to you, Lou, would be utilize the time and the energy to focus on what would make your heart sing. What would be lovely for you? What would you enjoy? And, you've already got things like newness coming in, new energies coming in. Allow that to work for you, because it is happening. And then see how the universe unfolds and moves things forward, because that is possible too. And thank you for the question. So we have got another one. We've got the Reese Way. QQQ. Is there anything in particular that I should be focused on at this time currently, especially with the full moon? So I will think with this one, with everyone, I would do the cleansing, clearing, and close. I would also take the magnets and go over the top chakra, third eye, across all eyes, and then take it down from the throat chakra and pull that energy all the way down. And when you pick it up, take that magnet in your hands and put it into salt so that it can be cleansed. I would focus on that. And you would say, especially with the full moon coming, yes, light your candles, set your intentions, and do your universal ordering. Great time to be doing that this weekend. Here we've got something. This is for snack one.
Yes.
I'm
Potatoes.
eating
They are
potato
that's
chips.
food of the gods right there.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, food for the soul. I don't know what's wrong with you, just wanting snacks all the time. Good Lord. Well, there we go. And we have a really great comment from a lady called Crystal. Hello, beautiful ladies from Yeehaw Junction in Florida.
Awesome.
Not sure where that is. Obviously, it's in Florida in the US, but yeah. Hello to Yeehaw Junction. That's super. So Diana Dela Cruz sent some feedback with lots of hearts, which is super. And we've got yay from M13. And we've got lots of really lovely, coming back and saying hello to us. Tea time. Oh, yeah, I want tea time too. But the spider that jumped on me, which is not there anymore. Thank God for that. I tell you, you would have seen me jump and fly. I'd rather deal with the snake. Thank you. So this one here is Crystal says, my energy has been sucked from me, but I'm working through it. Yes, Crystal. That with this energy right now, the 5th would have been the worst. So yesterday, the 5th of, what are we now? September 5th, yesterday would have been the worst, and that would suck it all out. We've also got a lot going on in the skies with all the various planets. That would suck that too. So, yep. So we've got a nice comment here from Mufuji. Evening, everyone. The Hungry Ghost Festival today. Oh, we like the Hungry Ghost. Oh, that's fun. Fantastic. Yes, the Hungry Ghost Festival is a great festival. Lots of fun. Make sure you leave out lots of food for hungry ghosts. So make sure you leave some food out tonight in case there is a hungry ghost around you. Let them come and take it and go, which is good. Yes. So, ni hao nama and xie. Thank you so much for that. So we have got another one here from Tim. And Tim is saying Fortenberry, such a swanky doodle name. I hope he is as gorgeous as his name. And he says, on the Wheel of Fortune tarot card, are there positions in the wheel, such as ascending, top, descending, and bottom? If so, could I ask the best possible as where you might see me on the wheel? Well, Tim, I must say, hats off to you, mate. This is a great question. We've never had this question. Never, ever, 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 ever in all these years that I've been doing it, which is like 45 years. Oh wow. I just aged myself now. Anyway, Tim, great question. But I think I'm gonna give it to Jess and to Aquana to come up with, because they read the cards far more than I do. So Jess, what's your thoughts on that, please, for Tim?
So the Wheel of Fortune card always reminds me of the astrology natal chart as well. And for you, I'm getting that you're definitely ascending, that you've gone through a cycle. Maybe it was like up really fast, then down, descending, and then you're back right about here.
That's exactly where I see him. Exactly the same spot. Yes.
No telling why or how. It just came to me. Yeah. And so it could be also, too, if you did a little natal chart, you'd find that there's a synchronicity there, too, as well. The reason why you went through a really then went down and you were like, oh, no, we're back again, is because we can, you hear about those lottery winners that win. By the way, it's 1.8 billion right now, the Powerball today.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm going to have to run out and buy a Powerball. I don't even know.
Yeah, you got to go get you a ticket.
Not
You know
from the
what?
dollar store, because I've seen two. I've seen a dollar store and a Dollar General, and I don't know what the other one was. Picnics or something. What's it called? Picnics, something like that. Something with a P.
Publix?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I thought it was called Picnics. Well, you know, how am I supposed to know? Yeah, I've seen those stores, and I've been systematically finding all the different takeout places and enjoying all of them, including something called tater tots, which was too funny for words. So yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know. I always see, like, it always feels like the Powerball winner is from Florida to me. It's like, oh, another Florida.
Oh, that's
I
it.
think you're right. I really
I
think
don't
you're
live
right
in
about
Florida.
that.
I'm just visiting. But you know what? Sod this. I'm going to go out and get a card.
You might as well. Yeah,
Might as
1.8
well.
billion. Shoot.
Yeah.
Let's everybody
Yeah,
get a
I've
card.
All right.
Got
Okay,
Back
lots
on
I
track.
want to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. So
Sorry, back on
Aquana,
track.
yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Where did you see Tim on the Wheel of
So
Fortune?
honest to God, I saw him at the same spot right over here, like just on the precipice of coming over that big hill to where things are on the upper side. I did pull a couple of cards, so I've got the Hanged Man here, but that's kind of like you. You're sort of stuck in limbo right now, and you feel like maybe things aren't moving, or they're not. They are totally moving. This girl, she's about to jump out of that, get into the water. I see that as being you. You're just kind of on the upswing of it. It just feels maybe like you feel like you're stuck right now. And then the energy behind that card is this, which it's got that beautiful light coming out of the kind of third eye and in the pineal gland area and going upwards. So I think you're on the upswing of that Wheel of Fortune. It might feel like it's a little bit stagnant right now, but it's not. It's moving slowly, but it is turning in your favor, and you're going to be on the top of that in no time.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well done. So, yeah, I noticed a lot of chat is about people being very tired and having a lot of tired activities. So, not being able to stay awake, not being able to be focused, feeling the drain, feeling the energy. And really, at the moment, you know, you've got Saturn return happening, you've got lots happening in our atmospheres. And plus, we've got, remember, very important, Gaia is shifting. And it's shifting very carefully, very slowly, but there is that shift that's happening. And we, as surface dwellers, we will feel when Gaia shifts. And that does drain a lot of our energy because Gaia needs our surface dweller energies to help her to ascend as well. It's not just us that live on her.
Yeah.
She's also ascending. We're not ascending alone, the whole planet is. So I just thought I would mention that for you. So here we go. What is it? Buckle Up, Buttercup. Sounds like a song for those of you that think in songs. So we have got another message here from Crystal, who said hello to us earlier and greeted us. And she's saying, any message from Spirit? I need to know possibly today. Please and thank you. Always so polite. So Jess, resident medium, is there anything perhaps that has come through from Crystal? And Aquana, will you do a couple of cards, please, for Crystal as well, just in case the messages don't come through. So Jess, is there anything for Crystal?
Yes, I've kind of abandoned the cards today. Sorry, I'm just feeling it out.
Well, that's fine. You feel it out. That's what this is about. We're live, and we just roll with the flow.
So I'm getting kind of like this skater dude vibe, and like old Nintendo vintage like controller pad. Or I'm not even saying it right. What is it? A little controller.
I have no idea. That just my kids used to play
The
those
controller.
Oh, is it a controller? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, like from the old Nintendo with the duck.
Yeah.
And the
I remember Duck Hunt game. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm getting, and the guy always wore hoodies and maybe weird, quirky clothes. I'm getting like polka dot hoodies, or I feel he's on a beanbag, and I feel like he is he was a friend when you were a teenager, or someone maybe that struggled with depression and gloomy thoughts. Maybe he's coming in. I'm getting an M initial as well, and he's coming in and just saying like, "Hey, what's up?" I feel his life was cut short, and I feel a lot of like nostalgia with like Nintendo games.
That's a very interesting one. Gosh, that's very direct. Let's give us some feedback, Crystal, please. We love to know. Arcana, what cards did you pull for Crystal, please?
Well, actually, I mean, I don't know. It may actually tie in with who Jessica was channeling, because I got the Six of Cups, and that is somebody like, it can be a person that you've known since childhood, or somebody related to your childhood, or something like that. So, and especially with the Nintendo references, I would just say I think that she is spot on, that it is somebody from your past whose life got cut short a little bit, but they're just trying to come through to you. So I think she's got it covered.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you so much. And I think that the way that it comes through, sometimes you're not always sure, but I think it is definitely ideal, because when you get the messages, you have to sometimes think about, what is it that they're impressing upon you and why. And this, I think, is one of those readings particularly. Don't forget, also put QQQ in front and the messages, which is good. And then we've got feedback as well from Miss Fiji. I'm with you, Arquana. Hands yellow, heart red. I don't know what that means. Probably something to do with, I think, what do they call them, those icons? I have been like that there in the past few months. So that, obviously, whatever it was that you said is correct, which is very good.
Right.
Yep. And then we have another one from Bets. I've been sleeping on top, but cannot stop sleeping on top. So yeah, I think it's obviously either the heat, and there is an issue with that. So we've got another question that's come through. Any message from Spirit for me? And that's Infinity Awareness. So I think, Jess, would you like to go first so that Arcana has some time to interrogate the cards?
I'm getting a grandmother for you on father's side of the family, and maybe she was afraid of driving, or didn't like drive so much. I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling very much a homebody. Maybe she was the matriarch of the family, where she liked to create a great cozy ambiance, and it looks like maybe fond memories of when you were a child and stayed over for the weekend at grandma's house, cooking, maybe gardening out in the garden too. I'm also getting a grandfather too as well for you. The grandfather is a little bit more stern and saying, save your money. You need to save your money.
Ah, cute. How cute. Typical type of grandfather comment. Oh, my Lord.
And that's it. That's all I got for now.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jess. Let us know in the comments, Infinity Awareness. And Arcana, what did you get for Infinity Awareness, please?
All right, so I pulled a couple cards for you. I've got the Knight of Pentacles here with the energy fueling that of the Six of Swords. So to me, it's I believe there's some kind of very solid, stable offer that's coming into you. I'm getting, since it's Pentacles and it's predominantly Pentacles, it's going to be something dealing with either your work life or your home life, but there is some kind of very stable offer that's going to offer a super solid foundation on which you can build upon. It's coming in slowly because these two cards are literally like the slowest cards in the tarot. Oh my Lord.
Oh, wow.
They take forever. Okay. So it may be taking a little bit of time, but trust in the fact that it is going to be worth it, because at the bottom, I've got the Nine of Pentacles, and this lady, she's awesome. She's got everything. She's got herself a pet hawk, man. You know how hard it is to get a hawk license, to be a falconer? She's got one. Like, seriously. So it's serious. I'm not even kidding. They ain't playing when it comes to those birds. So it's going to be really great. But it is going to take, it's coming in very slowly. But the reason that it's coming slowly is because to build that firm, solid foundation, you have to make sure that everything is just right and it's perfect. And it is coming together for you. Whatever
that's amazing. Well, we hope that resonates with you. Let us know if it does. Wen just come back to us and said on what we had said earlier on, that she was correct, she says, I have been frustrated and very irritated lately. So obviously whatever we'd said earlier was was heading home and abundantly empowered had said, "Oh, I love being here so much. This is my church." That's very cute.
Absolutely.
Thank you for telling us. And then we have Kim Clayton Rosario. And I need to get my book now that that spider's gone. It definitely is gone.
I'm so surprised that you would rather a snake over a spider.
I'll have a snake over a spider any day. I know how to deal with snakes. I used to own snakes. I had corn snakes and different types. I even had a boa constrictor called Beauty. She was absolutely, yeah.
Cool.
And no, she was a beautiful, and then I ended
cool.
up giving her away. But yeah, no, I've had snakes. I'm not afraid of snakes. I would know how to deal with a snake. But a spider jumps, the sodding things. And it was sitting there looking at me. I thought, if you jump, then you're going to see me fly off this chair quicker than spit. But anyway, never mind. Never mind. All these funny British sayings, you get used to them. It's a bit silly. So Kim Clayton Rosario, it is, let me just get the date down, 21/4/1964. So I will look that up for us, Kim, and I will put my comment in at the end. And ladies, are you able to pull some cards, please, for Kim Clayton? So, Akwana, you're in the spot there, in the spotlight. Are you able?
Yeah. So just bear in mind, I'm just pulling on threads of energy. So if what I say does not resonate, or you're like, that is way off, just toss it to the wayside. Don't worry about it. Okay. But I pulled the Wheel of Fortune, and the energy behind that is this 4 of Wands. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune, we were talking about it earlier. It's all about change. Things are completely altering. Ways of life are altering. And in this case, the energy that's altering is something that is very long-term in your case. And at the bottom, I've got the 3 of Swords. So this could be a marriage or a family dynamic or a relationship with one of your family members or friends that you've had for a long time that is changing. And the change to me looks like it's a very painful change that you might be going through. So I would just say, understand that, especially at this time, as we're all ascending, these changes and dynamics of things that are foundations to what we feel like might be our very core of existence are changing for our greatest and highest good as we're all elevating and ascending and raising our vibrations. So I would just say it might be a tough time right now, but these changes they happen for our greatest and highest good, even when they're painful.
Oh, that's very good, especially because a lot of people are going through those changes right now because of where we are in our cycle of awakening. Yeah, it's a good one. Thank you, Alfana. And Jess, what do you have, please, for Kim Clayton Rosario?
So I'm getting the High Priestess. I'm seeing that it's like you have X-ray vision through the veil right now, and maybe not trusting it so much, and looking for outside validation, or I'm getting that you're kind of cutting through the veil very quickly, but not trusting it and taking what maybe in particular family members around you are saying, or like poo-pooing it and like, okay, all right. So there's a resistance to that change, like Aquana was saying. The second you go through that bottleneck vortex and you're like, all right, I'm not resisting anymore, it's gonna pop you out, rebirth you. And so I'm getting that once you do that, I was getting like wedding, celebration, harmony, and a union within either the self or with another person. I'm also getting that you have a lot of emperor energy as well that you're exuding. So maybe during this eclipse, I'm kind of downloading the information that be a little easy on yourself. Like, you don't have to be so rigid. You don't have to cling to things so tightly. Just maybe be a little bit more, go with the flow, malleable, kind of thing.
Oh, that's really good. So, Kim, I hope that answers a few questions for you and that resonates with you mostly. What's been interesting is we're having some feedback that's been put in. I'm just looking for where it said feedback. I did see feedback. There you go. Here's the follow-up feedback. So this is quite interesting. When we did the reading for Deanne earlier, the follow-up there is, my mother informed me that my daughter has placed my photo on her mantle. The most hope I've had in years. If you remember, there was that whole situation with her daughter, and we said we knew that she was coming back. Continue
That's
to
awesome.
connect through my belly button as per your counsel. And she's saying
Good.
blessings. So that is a huge way forward.
Yes.
So obviously, again, that resonates and it works because you're connecting through the belly button, sending that energy out. And she's now put her mother's photograph on the mantelpiece on where the fireplace is. That is a huge way forward.
Yes.
Also, I got another little download. So, the mother, there's 3 generations. When a daughter is conceived in the belly, you were already in your mother as a fetus. So there's 3 generations of epigenetics and ancestral DNA with the mother lineage for females in fetus. It's not the same way with males. And so your eggs were in her eggs as she was conceived in her mother's stomach, which is super cool, right? You were already a blip on the radar kind of thing. And our placenta and our umbilical cord, a lot of times they'll snip it really quickly. But what I understand is that ancestrally, the placenta and the umbilical cord will give the nourishment and the healing from the bloodline generations back. If there's a little bit more long-standing time as the baby's alive and stays attached to the cord, it's like they get to integrate that wisdom and learn through the placenta and the umbilical cord. So that's just a little fun tidbit.
I think that's great. And everybody loves to learn everything. Thank you, Jess. So that was good. And we've got Crystal. Remember we spoke about Crystal earlier? And Crystal sent us feedback. She says, wow, my dear friend Mike from high school. His soul radiated love and kindness. Thank you. So, Jess, that looks like that was excellent. So, yeah, well done.
Awesome.
I think it's awesome. And I think it was fabulous. So far, we've had some really, really great. We've got a question about the magnet. Bev, can it be any salt for cleansing the magnet? Yes, for everyone here, your magnet can go in any salt, but just make sure where you put the salt into, like a plastic pocket or whatever. I think freezer bags work well for that. Just even if it's a small one, put it inside there. Make sure that it's completely covered, and make sure that the salt is underneath the magnet as well, because these magnets have a way of floating down to the bottom of the plastic bag, and then the top half is covered in salt, but the bottom half doesn't. So make sure, I would do it the other way around. Pop the salt in first, dig a wee hole in the salt, put your magnet in there, and then make sure that the magnet is completely covered in salt. So yes, any salt will do, doesn't matter what it is. So that's perfect. Thank you. So what else do we have here? So Dame Adam is saying, when would be the most auspicious time to put my property on the market? Also, do you advise to move to a new area, or should I move to where I am at the moment? Thank you so much, lovely ladies. So I will ask you both to have a look and see what is the most auspicious time, because the energies are very different at the moment. They are pushing back. And I would say, we don't know what country you're in, Dame Anna, but I would say also look at what the property is. My advice to you would be, make sure that wherever you are looking to buy, or any property you're moving to, make sure that that becomes a home environment. It doesn't really matter whether it's in the same area that you're in, or whether it's moving out of the area that you're in. The most important thing is the energy and the vibrations that are inside the house. You know, as someone that's moved over 37 times, and out of those 7 are international moves, it was always about, when we got to whatever country we were going to live in, is to find the place that resonates with your energy. It's more important to know that this is home and not just the house that you're staying at. So my advice to you would be, listen to what our two readers say as far as the energetics around selling, but more importantly, find a home. So Arquana, are you ready to go ahead?
Sure. I just pulled a couple of cards. It looks to me like once you make up your mind to put your property on the market, I think it's going to sell pretty quickly. Whenever you have made up your mind, though. Okay, so this is you trying to make up your mind. Ooh, when do I do this? When do I do this? Just go for it when it feels right. As she said, when the energies and all that feel right, it's going to be the perfect time, because I see everything moving very quickly. This guy is like jetting. He's got like flames basically on his feet. He's moving so quickly. And I think that's going to be you heading in a new direction. And the energy behind that is this pure happiness and love and all that. And that's going to be what your new home environment is like. You just have to, like she said, make sure the energies feel really good, because once you do decide to put it on the market, I believe it's going to happen for you very quickly. And I think that change is going to happen quite quickly.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you, Arquana. And Jess, what do you have around Dame Anna and this putting the property on the market? What do you feel is right for her?
So I got that the best time to make the most for your money was November of 2026. So I don't know if you wanted to wait that long, but it looks like that would be the best time. And as you're making the decision and kind of like on the fence, so I got 2 different timelines for you. So take what resonates. It's your free will choice. I got, if you stay in the same area, it'll be great. It's like a fresh start. You're winning a different property that will usher in a new cycle. But I am getting, if you kind of choose to take a leap of faith and kind of like me, where you're like balls to the wall, you're like, let's do it. Let's change everything. I'm getting there's a soul contract with you that is more near a desert-like area that has a special grid line. And like there's some soul contract where you're being called to go do an activation there, so you might just visit and like, oh my god, fall in love with it. And I'm getting a desert like area that has like maybe like Sedona or something similar that has really great vortex, high vibrational stuff.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you so much. So we're moving now to a new person that is posting a question for us, and I just need to find it. Here it is. So Cassie Smith Bay. So we've got any messages for me? I definitely feel the energy shift for the good. Yes. Worry and stress is lifted. Good too for Cassie Smith Bay. And it's, let me get this, 05, so it's 1905. 1905. 1985. So I will work that out. And my readers, could you have a look, please, and see what is in store for Cassie Smith Bay? So Arquana, I'll come to you first, and then we'll go to Jess.
Okay, so I pulled a couple cards. I pulled the Tower card with the energy behind it of the 6 of Wands. And as you said, and that's what I was thinking too, is it looks like you've been through a really tumultuous, crazy time. But right now your energies, I don't know if you've like ever wanted to be like front and center or on the stage or something like that. But this is that it's truly like a victory after a long battle, but you're the one that's like won the long battle and everybody's come to watch you and watch your successes. And that's what it feels like, is after you've gone through this crazy time, you're going to have a lot of eyes on you, almost like saying like, how did you do it? Or something like that. And that's really what I'm picking up for you. And at the bottom of the deck I've got the 4 of Swords, which is just a reminder to rest, rejuvenate yourself, because you have been through a very difficult time. But yeah, I would say get ready to have all eyes on you is kind of the feeling that I'm getting. So I'm super happy for you that things have settled down and are stabilizing for you. It looks really awesome.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Alpana. And Jess, what did you pick up, please?
So I picked up possibly a significant other, a really great love of your life, or it could be a father figure that is extremely territorial of your love life. There's something like that going on, and it looks like a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, but very territorial and protective of you. Extremely. I can't even emphasize that enough. Maybe like I'm getting like, oh, maybe didn't like to see you cry, or just would give you the shirt off his back, like always wanted you good and would do anything to not see you cry is what I'm getting. So very protective. If I had to guess, it feels like a significant other that's passed away on the other side. I'm also getting that a baby is safe on the other side. So I don't know if there was a miscarriage, a girl I'm seeing on the other side. And I was also getting the month of May. I heard May. I saw the number 2, so May 2nd or something like that. And I'm also getting, it's time for more sleep. I don't know if maybe you had a small procedure or something that your body is working through with. It's like a procedure or something that's coming in the next 3 months, or that you're recovering from over these next 3 months. But everyone on the spirit realm is like, just rest, just stop moving so much.
Yeah, well done. So I think that there is a lot of change coming. So it's one of those that you just need to connect with it and decide what works for you. Take what works for you and let the rest go. So I hope that those particular readings worked well. I've got another question now from Heather Cook. And Heather has said, I have a body temperature control problem. Only sweat severely on my right side. That's very interesting. Getting bad, spreading, get faint and shake quickly. Last 6 months, and it's spreading to around my neck and over my left shoulder now. It's a very unusual situation. I must admit, I've never heard of something like this before. But I will say, Heather, because we're not clinicians and we can't really deal with this type of question, the best we can say at this stage is please go and make sure you meet with your doctor, explain why this sweating on the right hand side is only happening. From another point of view spiritually, because Arcana also works within the Demon Hunters Incorporated, that sometimes when we see that there's attachments and entities do and can cause very unusual issues within the body. And the first thing I felt when I read this was, I think there is some sort of an attachment that might be, infiltrating. And the fact that it's on the right side only, it would have meant that they would have entered because they enter from the left and move across, and then they take control and do whatever they're doing. So make sure you go down the medical route, speak to your doctor, do what you need to do. But I will also ask Alquan, is there anything as on the demon hunter side that you could also offer any sort of advice on that, or whether you've come across this in your demon hunting days?
So I haven't come across these symptoms particularly. Again, I agree with her. Go seek out your doctor's medical advice and all that. But from a spiritual perspective, my gut instinct was that it felt like an attachment that had moved from the left and is planted on the right. And the fact that it's going now into your neck, which is really like to kind of attach and like hide in at, just feels like very much an attachment. I don't know if you've got any spiritual advisors or anyone that you work with, but if you do, I would, or even your guides, your angels, whoever you work with, work on trying to get that cleared from you, because it does make me a little nervous that now it's been for 6 months at this point. You don't want them getting comfortable being attached to you. You want to give them the boot as quickly as possible. So definitely seek your doctor's advice, but also I would maybe talk to somebody that works in the spiritual realm with these kind of things, because it feels very attachment like to me.
And Jess, what's your opinion on that, please?
So what I would suggest is to get a salt, Celtic salt. I like best, but you can do any Mediterranean sea salt without iodine. You want to get the non-iodized version, and I would place it on the nape of your neck to clear. I would bathe with that for sure, but also to dry brushing. So a lot of times, it may manifest the spiritual attachment. It's all connected, right? Our lymphatic system and our hormonal system is actually connected to the spiritual body, and that's the most, I guess, that's the strongest connection to the spiritual realm, is your lymphatic and hormonal system in this physical avatar. So I would suggest, what I'm seeing in the scan is that dry brushing will help eliminate any of the lymphatic blocks.
Good. I think that's great. And because it is, as Jeff said, it is the strongest connection with the avatar. If you have got a bell, even just a normal bell of any type, a cowbell or a dinner bell, or these beautiful singing bowls, anything like that, the entities don't like that at all. And I do have a bell here that I use. If I think something's around, I will just shake the bell around and make a lot of noise. They don't like it. The other thing is salt baths, salt cleansing baths, or rub yourself down with Epsom salts and normal sea salt. They don't like that either. Also the use of cinnamon. They don't like that either. And just see, by doing that, I would do that for sort of 3 sets of 3, so 9. So for 3 days, 3 days, and 3 days, try all of those and just see whether anything feels worse or whether it feels better. If it starts feeling better, then you know it's an attachment. Then you need to seek help. Maybe come back and send an email to the show, and I will give you the emails addresses of the Demon Hunters Incorporated, which means you might end up with a discussion with Kate or Marie or Aquana or any of the others that we have all over the world, depending on where you are. So see how it goes. Try that first. If that is a definite yes, that you're responding well, and part of that body temperature problem and only sweating on the right-hand side, if that starts dissipating, then it's not all physical. Then a lot of it could be attuned to the spiritual realm. I hope that helps. I know because there's certain things we are allowed to say on YouTube and things we're not. And that's why we have to take that stance. But try that as well. I really hope.
Can I also add, if you don't have a bell or something, they just really hate loud noises. Get like a pot and a metal spoon and just bang it inside the pot. That's what we do at our ceremonial grounds when we start the new fire. We bang pots and pans because it sends these nasty entities away. They also don't like mint at all. So if you've got like mint chewing gum or just regular peppermints, you can keep in your mouth and see if that subsides a bit. And after you do the salt bath, if you start feeling better, carry a little packet of salt in your pocket with you, or put it close to your chest, especially since it's trying to go around your neck area. Find a way to carry that salt with you, or ground cinnamon or mint or something like that, because they really don't like those things at all.
That's a really good idea. And within your tribe, is there something like grave medicine, or is there something like that if Heather needed any assistance from your tribe, would you be able to help in any way?
Absolutely. Yeah, I've got grave medicine on hand in my refrigerator right now, and it's good. You would like cleanse yourself with it, cleanse your house, spray down everything. There's a whole protocol, but just see if these suggestions that we've got that are easy to do help you to feel better, and if they do, then you'll know it's not a medical thing.
Yeah, and that's something else. Is there? It's just a very odd one. So Heather, let us know. At the bottom, we've got in the ticker tape, you'll see there's Aquana's details, there's Jesse's details as well. Mine is there anyway. There's different ways to book.
Kate's in the chat. Kate Snyder.
Kate's
She's
in the
one
chat.
of the Demon
Good.
Hunters. Hi, Kate. She's freaking awesome too.
Yeah, she's good as Demon Hunters as well. So yeah, it's a very interesting case and something that we would like to look into. And yes, people agreeing with me with the spider situation. So if you weren't here earlier, there's a spider that jumped onto my computer and I nearly just jumped out of my skin. Give me a wee ghosty and a spirit, or give me an energetic being. Give me even an ET, for goodness sake. Don't let me see them with the legs. Oh my God. So yeah, see. Yeah, everyone's laughing at me, but never mind. It's just the way it is. Yeah.
You're in good company. There are others like
no, I don't want to this company. I don't know. No. I don't want this company.
No.
Just go away.
Oh, now get. Go on.
Get going. Yeah.
Go on, get.
It has gone. I think it has gone. I haven't seen it. It hasn't put its little face around the edge of the bloody screen.
She really hates the mannerisms.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like the things that they're doing. She's like, nope.
Yeah, you see, even Reesway agrees with me. Absolutely no reason. Too many creepy crawly legs. Yes, I agree. So I'm going to share a few more and then I'll stop having a rant. Heebie-jeebies. Yes. No. Okay. Huge daddy long legs. Oh my God. No. Mustn't come up.
Daddy long legs.
They are awesome. Yeah,
they are one of the most poisonous snakes. And spiders, the daddy long legs is very poisonous if it bit us.
Yeah, but their body is this big. What are they going to poison? An insect? It's not going to be you.
Those, and they move slow.
They're so
like,
cool.
Blow.
No. Lord. Jeez, Louise.
They're awesome.
Miss Bev needs a Floridian to teach her about all the.
That's right. Gators and stuff. And
what is this? The two of you ganging up on me?
Yeah.
Seriously. I just want to hit you and I don't want to. Just get back in your box. Right.
The daddy legs are awesome. They're like good luck whenever I see them.
They are. I love those guys. They're so cool.
No. This one was black and it had two big red eyes and it stuck its bloody head around. Oh, Lord. No.
I'm telling you, it wanted a reading.
I don't care. It can just Foxtrot Oscar, go head out the door. Thank you so much. I haven't seen it again. So if I don't jump, I'm fine.
You threw those tissues at it. It's terrified now.
Well, the tissues are down there. I've still got this one. It's a clean one. But it's nowhere to be found. I think I got it. I think I got it with a tissue. So I didn't hurt it. Just in case you thought I did. I didn't. So Amy Harris is saying, feedback. Yay. Thank you, ladies. I talk to my angels daily. I thought maybe you would. I see sequence of numbers and patterns often 2-3 times a day. Oh, how fantastic. I asked my angels what crystal I should work with, which is clear quartz. So there we go. That's great feedback. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Awesome.
Another question we've got. Thank you. Delicia Knight. That's quite a nice name, isn't it? Nice energy. Yes. Hello, ladies. May I please have a card? 21/2/1967. So I need a new page. Sorry, the rustling of papers, but I've run out of space. 21/2/1967. And that's Delicia. Right, I will do and have a look and see what numerology you are. And let's have a look. So, Arcana, are you ready to share what you have for Delicia, please?
Sure. So the cards that I pulled for you today, I got the Tower, and the energy behind that is this Page of Wands. So the Tower, don't be nervous about that. It's a good card. It's just major changes, old foundations, old belief systems crumbling, coming to an end. But in the end, they are for your greatest and highest good. I don't know if you're maybe like thinking about going back to school or or if there's a new trade or something that you want to learn, or a new way of doing things that you're interested in learning about. But I am getting that this is a good time to do that for you right now, because with all of this change in the air, it just looks to me like I think you're going to be able to get a lot out of the changes that come. And there are things for you to learn that you're going to be able to go further in life with this information and this knowledge that you have to gain. So if you're thinking about going back to school, or want to, I don't know, maybe do a retreat, or you're wanting to study under somebody, or find like a guru, something like that. But I would say absolutely go for it. Like now is a really good time.
Oh, that's awesome. And I just want to say, Delicia, I've just done your numbers. You're a master number 11. So you are a master number. So I know. Woohoo.
Nice.
So I'll give you a little bit more with that. In the meantime, I'll pass you over to Jess, and she can say what she's found.
So I'm right on with Aquana as usual. I love it. It's so cool.
Awesome.
So I am a lifelong dancer. It's been the language of understanding all that is for me. And what I just heard my guide say, when I'm doing a improv class where I'm really learning to channel and just flow with my body, I'll teach expansion, collapse, and encapsulation. So it's like, and then encapsulation is just something I will, throw out there and people can improv with. It's just a concept. But in particular, I got this for you and dancing. So take that little gem with you. I feel that you will be learning a new trade somehow where you can incorporate, infuse, and integrate all your master knowledge already from maybe past lives and etc. So get out there and get out of your comfort zone and pick up something new. I'm also getting that you're very dexterous and good with your hands from past lives. So maybe pottery or something. Get in there.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, definitely go for it. Thank you both. So, being a master number as well, I think that, being born in the 60s was an unusual time, because it was betwixt and between being born in the 60s. And with those energies, there's a lot of energies that you can scrape off and get rid of, because we were the types of individuals that were kept down. We were the type of generation across all of the 60s that we were seen but not heard, preferably. And that, as far as if you were a woman, you didn't really have many rights at all. You were just expected to be, the married one and go off and do the kids and, have the picket fence, etc., etc. So there's a lot in the 60s that you've got, that being a master number 11 would allow those life path influences that you have for you to go to your highest self, your best abilities, and do the best for you. And that would then encourage being a master number to put the light out, let that light go out from you, because master numbers, that symbology allows you to be part of the inspiration, part of the enlightenment, and that spirituality that you have as part of your life purpose will allow you now to move away from all of the areas in the 60s that would have been oppressive, and it allows those unique gifts to come forward. Because as an 11, a master number, you will be blessed with a lot of spiritual and psychic talents. You will be empathetic. You will have lots of other traits that will come through as well. You might even have a gift of prophecy, but the skill sets are coming forward thick and fast. So you're coming into your own now. So I really hope that gives you some idea of how talented you could be. But allow yourself to move past whatever we were all trained to do during the 60s. Is, don't do as I do, do as I say, and make sure you're seen but not heard. Move away from that. Move away from that. So that's a very interesting one. We've got a nice little comment here from Steve of Ashland, just getting home from work and tuning in to say hi to Beverli, Alcana, and Jessica. So hi Steve. Glad you're back from work. It's really good. Yeah. Oh Lord, cockroaches. Yeah, I haven't seen any much. I've seen one. There we go. Just one. They are around. I can hear them, but I can't see them.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for that.
Brutal.
They are brutal. Yeah. Well, it can't beat the one that came to me when I was up in Zimbabwe at the Victoria Falls, Mao Situnde, which is the smoke that thunders, which is the name of the waterfall. It used to be called Victoria Falls, is now called Mao Situnde. I had a glass of water next to my bed. Somebody put it there. I was never going to touch it, but nevertheless, I woke up. This ruddy great cockroach had committed suicide in my glass of water.
Oh no!
It was huge. It was this big and brown.
No.
Yeah, ginormous. It was so big that its antenna with feelers was sticking out the top of the water. Oh my goodness, no. That does it for me. Creepy crawlies.
Nope.
Did you drop it? I would have dropped it fast.
I did what I did here.
I'd have given it the house and just burned it down. Like, you can take it. I'm out.
Gone over it. I was in a hotel. It was actually a really good hotel too. But never mind. The hotel was shelled later on, so we got out of the hotel pretty damn quick. Yeah, lots of fun. Anyway, hi to our Kate Snyder from the Demon Hunter.
Hi, Kate.
Which is really good. Hi to Kate. This is also feedback from Amy Harris. She says, yes. Well, this is to do with protection. So, yes, asking for Michael and Metatron for protection, absolutely. But I do think sometimes it's good to get a little square piece of red felt. And if you already are suffering from this, Amy, and you get drained, it looks like the vampires, psychic vampires, like to drain the energy off you. Quick way to do it is either to have a medicine pouch created so that you can wear that. But you can also, in your top, you can do a square, just a nice square, red velvet square or a red felt square. Put a red square there and just pin that inside so they can't draw that energy out. And if you end up getting a dicky tummy, your tummy gets upset, put one in front of the solar plexus as well, because that will stop them from being able to pull that out. Also, make sure that you command the protection, command the energies to protect you so that they can't pull that. Both of you, have you got anything extra to add to Amy? Jess, have you got anything extra to add regarding protection, please?
Well, I brought this just in case someone had a question about. So this is my tinsel ring. So there's a million things to do with this tinsel ring. You can meditate in the center of it. What I do is I drop it down anytime I have a reading, anytime I kind of have a draining day. I will cut the cords, but I'll drop this down 3 times for each energetic body. And I sleep under this with my under my bed. It's very grounding. If you want copper, it's grounding. You can get it in gold. You can get it in silver for agriculture outside. You can get it for horses, pets. I have one that I wear on my person as well. So yeah.
I think that's excellent.
Yeah, copper works well.
Aquana, have you got anything else?
I agree with her. I've got copper all under my bed as well. It's a great protector, and I like the idea of the ring. When you're working with your angels, though, I do remember you were talking about your angels. Just it's really good to when they're encapsulating you in that energetic bubble, to just sit there and really visualize them. For me, I don't know how they work with you, but like Michael does a really great like blue flame shield of protection. And I get Metatron to put that purple shield and to kind of absorb and get rid of any of that energy, transform it, and just ask them, I need this shield of protection around me. Ask Metatron, I need this shield of transformation, and it will transform that energy as it's coming into your energetic field, and get rid of the bad and only let the good in. Okay. That's what
I think that all very good advice. And for those of us that are aware of the properties of copper, copper is a fantastic protection. And if you just put a copper bracelet on both sides, on both of them, you can wear them with your prayer beads, everything, but put that on, that copper will protect you. And also it will release the negative energy from those that are trying to pull that psychic energy where you're getting drained, Amy. And that will be the same for all of you listening today, is if you can find yourself some decent copper, put some decent copper around your wrists, because that will stop all, it will create a protection shield around you. And it does work extremely well. And when you feel that you don't want to wear the bracelets, you can take the bracelet and have some sticky tack or some blue tack and put it above the doors. If you have it above the doors, and obviously the usual suspects like feathers and other things, but if you put a copper bracelet above a door, that is protection around the entire area of that room. So all of these aspects, they all work together. Thank you for that question, Amy. That was a really good one. And we've got a lot of other comments. I'm going to hide this comment here and then start moving down. So Carrie Smith is the reading that we did a little bit earlier. Cassie Smith Bay, and that was feedback. Someone who didn't like to see me cry, maybe was my grandpa. Baby girl on the other side. So yes, that was correct that you picked up there, Jess. My mom had a baby girl who had passed away. So sister, my mom still talks about her. So I think that's lovely. Thank you so much, Cassie. That's just personal information, and we absolutely honor you for sharing that with us. It's always good to hear some of the backgrounds.
Feedback helps me to get more accurate too. So
yeah, that's perfect. The other thing that Denise the Menace said, if you say that I am the only commanding presence here, that's also very good, excellent to be able to say that, because that will also be very good protection. Excellent that you have shared that. And then we have Tanya van der Ende. You're saying, yeah, I'm with Bev on the spiders. In fact, they can move in any unexpected direction. Please don't remind me. Very fast, and that does it for me. Yep, Tanya, I'm with you. Goed. So there we go. We have got obsidian, smoky quartz, selenite is what I work with for protection. Thank you. Abundantly empowered. And I'm just looking down to see Kate. Kate was having a laugh at us. I'm glad that it's good, Kate. Thank you. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, feedback from Tanya. This was about the reading that we did earlier. I'm astounding. My father cried in front of you ladies. It all makes sense now. So yes, thank you, Tanya, for coming back to us and telling us. And I mean, I know loss of a parent is very difficult. So thank you for sharing. And then Kat said, love this, Aquana. So there we go. Awesome. You were going to say something, Jess?
Oh, I was just going to say, usually the men, it's a symbol. Most military men will come to me crying, realizing and acknowledging and taking accountability that they maybe weren't emotionally intelligent or supportive in their waking life. So yeah, it's most people that I do read and say your father's crying, they're like, no way. So it's usually a symbol. Yeah.
Well, it's a symbol. It's symbolic, and remember, they're very different when they get over the other side, Tanya. Mm-hmm. They don't react and act the same way as they do here. All of these barriers that these lovely men have, all of those barriers are gone. And I think probably, as Jess was saying, that he was saddened because he wasn't able to connect with you on a soul level in this life, and also that you had a very difficult relationship with him, and there was a barrier between the two of you. So at least you know now that he feels sad about that. Loulabelle, I said with a big spider. Oh no. Oh, cheapest. No, I'm pit. No, petrified. No, not for me. I think spiders are more scared of me than I am.
I think so. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, but you know what? I still don't like them. I really, no.
Well, she flattened one in her bed, so
yeah, well, I didn't flatten it, but I must admit, I do keep, you'll see me, I keep looking to the side to see if that ruddy thing sends its eyes around the corner. No. Oh dear. I know I sound like a wuss. And you know what, guys and girls, I am a wuss. I'd rather deal with things in the spiritual and ghosts and spirits and demonic things. I'd rather deal with that than a spider. So yeah.
That's so funny to me.
That's fair. We've all got our thing, you know. That's all
and
right.
That's my thing.
There
Seriously.
you go. That's all right.
It is. Oh my word. Ridiculous. Samuel B. Lee says that Archangel Metatron is actually evil. Thoughts, Bev. I don't believe that he is evil, because I think, remember, Metatron was one of the angelic realm that actually spent a long time here on the earth realm, and was on earth and worked on earth and worked on his ability. There's a possibility that some of what he was dealing with might have been a dark force or a dark warrior, but I don't think that the archangel, because he already has the archangel status, the creator, the one that is at source and awe, would not have given archangel that level of elevation, and also to work with the Akashic records. So logically for me, if I'm looking at where the archangel is, it's unlikely that he's flipped over to the dark side and is working with the lower forces. For me, it's unlikely. What do both of you feel? Jess, what do you feel about Samuel B. Lee saying Archangel Metatron is actually evil?
Well, I associate Archangel Metatron with more sacred geometry and the Merkaba more than anything. And when I think of archangels, they're really at the top of the spiritual rank in terms of source, angles of light. Really, it's just a spectrum of light. And that's why if you want to get into the metaphysics of it, or the just dimensions and measurements and size and values, what it comes down to in frequency is wavelengths and light. And so when you get down to the physical realm, of course, darkness in a black hole, that's what births a star. That's what births light. It's the potential of nothing into everything. So yeah, I mean, I'm neither here nor there, or pick one side of extreme in duality, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with you. And we all love Samuel, and we all love what he comes out with. But if your experience with a particular angelic being is a particular way, you can only really go by what your experience is. And if your experience with that archangel and how you're using that archangel and calling on that archangel, especially because we know that the Akashic records, particularly to get access and utilize the access to the records, Metatron is absolutely part of that. So have a look at what is your experience, what does your evidence tell you, and go by that. And everybody has their own thoughts. And Samuel's great, and we can either agree or disagree. Aquana, what's your thoughts about Archangel Metatron? Because I know you work with Metatron.
Yeah, I do. I dig the frequency of energy there, because having, if you look at it in terms of like what we can understand purposes, having spent so much time down here on this earthly realm, on this planet, I believe Metatron has a better understanding of the dark energies that can be sent at you, and therefore can transmute those a lot easier, I have found, than some of the other ones, because of having had that experience down here and interacting with negative things. So
I think that's good. Yeah. And we've also got a couple of comments, saying that I want to communicate with the highest frequency of love and truth, which is abundantly empowered. And I think that's also a really good way to put that forward. And to end on a spider note, I know this is awful. We've got Nancy Ray, who's saying to us here, I was always the protector of spiders. I always saved spiders when my daughter or granddaughter screamed. That would be me, by the way, screaming.
And chewing with the tissue.
Yeah, just throw a tissue at him, y'all.
Yeah, well, that's all I had to hand. I don't have anything else where I am to be able to throw it. And I don't have my spider catcher. It's left in the UK. I should have brought it in my suitcase. Never mind.
They have spider catchers?
Is that a real thing?
A spider catcher?
Yeah. Is that a thing?
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Well,
I thought a cup and a paper.
Do you think I'm going to take a cup and a paper and go and pick up a ruddy spider? There is no way. That means I'm going to have to get close to it. No. Wow. Spider catcher, long tube, like really long.
What?
It sends out. It's got a curly thing at the end, like so. And
You
it's
learn
got a
something new every day.
suction
It
on
was
it.
wild.
Yeah, it's got a suction on it. You put that over the
Does it hurt
spider.
them or not?
No, it doesn't hurt them. It doesn't hurt them. And you can stand really far away so the sodding thing can't jump. Stand far away and press the button and it goes like that. Goes into the chamber and there it is. You can take it outside, set it free outside, open the back, run like hell, leaves the spider catcher outside, run like hell, wait for the spider to run out and then go back and pick it back up, reload it, make sure it's all clean. And then I had my spider catcher in every room that I went with me. Because
wow, I've never heard of that. I've never heard of a spider catcher.
We don't have that here.
We're from the swamp. We
are the spider catchers.
Oh, you two. Yeah, because you're both swamp creatures, aren't you? Yeah. So you're both fine with spiders. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, and the snakes and the cockroaches.
Ugh.
Oh,
cockroaches.
Snakes, I'm fine with. Cockroaches, I've only seen one, so I'm all right. So
snakes are okay if they're not like. I had one the other day, right, that jumped up, and I was like, ah! And it's just like,
yeah.
But if they're moving slow, it's all about the movement.
Yeah.
It's all about the movement.
Cool.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, spiders might be hybrids. Yep, I think they could be, but they frighten the hell out of me. I know I keep saying that, but I will explain, okay? Because a lot of individuals sort of want to know, why am I so scared of, spiders? And part of that period when I was going through abuse of children issues, we'll say, because there's words we can't say, part of my punishment in the shed outside was to be put onto a little small stool, a child's stool, a wooden stool, in a long pan, which was used to be in the cooker, in the stove, that was set with the stool inside this long, it's like a baking tray. And then he would put Vaseline around the edges of the tray, all the way around the edges, making sure that there was no area that anything could get through. And he would go and get crickets, spiders, other bugs, and he would put them into the tray because he'd buy them from like a pet store or from somebody that breeds snakes or breeds whatever, breeds things that you need to feed bugs to. And if he knew that there was going to be a way that I wouldn't do as I was told, he would say, you haven't been a good girl, you're going to be punished. I'm taking you to the shed. Yes, but I had to sit on the bloody stool. So I was on the stool. So I would bring my legs up, scream like a banshee, but I would be looking down. And as I'm looking down from the stool into the tray, these poor creatures couldn't get out, and they would get up the side and get up as far as they could and then get stuck with their little feet on the Vaseline. You couldn't get out. But, you'd have all of these stuck around the edges, and the rest would be running around like crazy things and trying to get up the legs of the stool. Oh, my God. So that's why.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. That's terrible. That's terrible.
That's why. So now you know why.
Well, you can scream all you want.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
Oh, no. It was a good time.
I'll send you some more tissues to throw at him, okay?
Oh, gee, thanks. I've still got this one. Gee, thanks. I've got a tissue. Yeah, no, I didn't kill it, but that's a good thing for me because I don't kill it. I just asked them to go away because it never worked when I was little, but it does work now. There's no face. There's no face around the side. I think it's worked. So
Good.
There's one last question here at the bottom, which we will go and have a look at. And that's from Willard. Hi, Willard. Can you pull a card for me? Can you tell me why I'm being told I'm a sentient? So I think, Willard, it's going to be great. I will pull a card, but also our other two readers will pull. And what we will do is this will be the last one of our evening. And thank you to everybody in the chat. Nice to see you here, Willard. So, Willard, here's your cards. This is for Willard, right? And open it up. And let's have a look. Oh my God, you couldn't write it. You could not write it. Willard, get your camera out, buddy, because you are going to be amazed at what popped out. Look. Da, da, da. If you ever needed confirmation and you saw me do it. So yes, starseed. And it says, you're raising the vibration, you're helping the planet, and you're radiant, loving light. So definitely, starseed, take a picky. Yep. Thanks, Willard. And I will hand you over to our two other readers. Jess, what do you get for Willard, please?
I got yes. But it's because you're extremely assertive, direct, and I got warrior.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well done.
I got warrior with the Knight of Swords. Usually it's about truth and intellectual assertiveness for sure. And I would say that you bring karma to everybody maybe that you cross paths with. If they're not in truth, if they're not in the greatest good of all, you whack them down with karma. They have to answer to you. So I like that for you. And that's why I like say why you get that a lot, that you are a sincere being.
Love it. And Aquana, what do you have for Willard, please?
Willard, I got absolutely the same thing. So I got the Queen of Swords fueled by this King of Cups, right? So the Queen of Swords, she goes through, and if there's like something that is not right, she just takes that sword, cuts it out, she cuts it down, she doesn't care, she just gets rid of the trash, no qualms about it. And at the bottom of the deck, I got the Emperor. So that tells me absolutely a warrior for sure, starseed for sure. Like you're here to do light work, and you mean absolute business, and you are cutting out the negative and the dark left, right, and center. And you know, I wouldn't want to get in your way of doing that. Like
perfect.
Right.
What a great question to end on. So we've got lots of thank yous and we've got lots of hearts. Thank you for all the hearts. And Michael Doherty, yes, you've sent thank you. Always so very, very polite, such a lovely man. And thank you for everyone in the chat today. And we will be back again, same place, same time next weekend. And it's great that everybody has enjoyed the show. And thank you again, Nicola. Thank you to everyone that's posted questions. Good. I'm glad everybody's enjoyed it. We've got lots of lovely thank yous at the bottom. So, yes, we will have a lovely Saturday today. Everybody else, have a lovely Saturday. It was super keeping you company tonight, this afternoon, this morning, wherever you are. And I will just quickly go through some of the last ones. Still Nia is saying thank you from Scotland, which is perfect. And we're going to say good night and thank you. And I just want to say thank you to our Kwana and thank you to our Jess and thank you all and enjoy the moon this weekend. And we'll see you all
thank you so
next
much.
weekend. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Just go and grab this. Hello, we had lots of questions. So let me just do, and we're going to end it. And bye, everyone.
Bye.